5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm a minute early. Or exactly on time. I don't really know, but I think I started it a minute early, or like before it hit 2 o'clock my time. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is Lifetime. How you guys all doing? Welcome. It is a fantastic brand new day, and we're gonna have a fantastic day. Hello, Lolly. Hello, Eric. Hello, Sally. Hello, Murphy. Hello, Gaming Legends. Hello, Duck. Hello, DeWest. Hello, Briar. How you guys all doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to do something that I honestly should have done a long time ago, but I haven't until now for some reason, is we're going to react to the entire Pokemon manga, because that is something I have never dabbled in whatsoever. The closest I've ever got to the manga is I played the Pokemon Adventures Red game when that came out. Well, when that came out. On like Lumio Station, I think like 9 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I don't know, 10 years ago, a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure that follows the manga storyline because you like start with like a Poliwhirl or something like that. But apart from that, don't really know what happens in it. And also, that was a really long time ago, so I've forgotten everything too. So this would be like a brand new perspective. But how you guys all doing? Hello. Hello, Rusty. Hello, Minivar. Hello, Graham. Hello, Minar. Welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far today. Did a little bit of a push day. My favorite day, push day. Did a push day. It was good. Nice little exercise. Gonna have some ramen later with eggs. Eggs and ramen. Can't really go wrong with that. Dude, your name is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that name? How am I supposed to refer to you? How is Leo? He got his treat. Leo always gets his treat. He always gets his treat. He's actually on some medicine right now, because he is diseased. It'll be okay though. It'll be okay. Don't worry. It'll be okay. He's on like antibiotics to deal with like, cause he had an ulcer, but also apparently he had like other things too that I just didn't realize. But now he's on antibiotics and it's clearing up. So that's good. You say poor Leo, but when he gets his pill, I have to like crush it into a treat. So, is it really poor Leo, or is it he gets more treats than he did before now? I have a hair that's like hanging right in front of my eye, and I don't even know where it is really, but I want to get it. I think I got it. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Hello, Runa. Hello, Chris. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Naam. Had a good day yesterday. We recorded, I recorded a video for Vinny. That was good. And we did some reacts yesterday. We did some good reacts. Dude, I was cutting it close, though. I ended the stream and I immediately had to, like... I actually got... Vinny messaged me. He was like, yo, it might be like 15 minutes late. I was like, oh, thank God. Because I was like, I was going to be late if not. We ended up not doing a Champions video, but... yeah, apparently I have like 40,000 VP on Champions. I haven't done a Champions. I haven't played Champions in a really long time, though, to be fair. So probably I have like a lot of stuff to buy on that, though. One Piece manga readathon? What? I don't think you're allowed to show it, right? I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to show the One Piece. I don't think you're allowed to show any manga, actually. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, but... I'm not reading like the manga myself. I'm reacting to a video of it. So... that's how I know it's probably safe. I think you really need a haircut. It's not even that long, to be honest. Elevate is crazy. Champions is only mid because they're so limited on what you can do in the game. They don't want to give you any whimsy. They don't want to give you any fun at all. It's so sad. No 6v6 doubles or singles. All 3 versus 3 or 4 versus 4. It's ridiculous. Elevate is crazy, though. Definitely crazy. Think you can show a few panels? I'd imagine so, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna show me reading the manga. We're gonna watch a video. We're gonna watch this video specifically. When we get a Unite stream, I don't play Unite. I'm sorry, I don't play Unite. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It plays with Palworld, dude. Dude, I've seen Shady and Callum going crazy on Palworld. I saw Shady's done 2 9-hour streams back to back, and Callum's done like 2 12-hour streams back to back. Crazy. Hey, Griffiths! Thank you so much for the jewels. Thank you so much for the 250 jewels. Thank you for the 750 jewels. That's 1,000 jewels. Thank you. I don't even know what to do with them. I don't know if I need to like redeem them or something like that. I really don't know. But thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you. I'll figure it out. What did you send? What was that? Hold on. What was that? Let him cook. Let him cook. Jewels is basically like bits that Twitch has. They've actually been around since 2024 apparently. But they just added them to streams recently. I think it was mostly like a YouTube Shorts kind of thing. But now they added them to streams. Honestly, I don't really understand it. I don't know why they don't just have super thanks. Might want to let people know the manga's not PG friendly. I mean, this channel's never been PG friendly. Like, it's just... this has never been that kind of channel. Like, a few days ago, we reacted to a video where, like, someone tried to, like, kill a game CEO because they didn't like how their Guna game was... I shouldn't call it a Guna game. Their gacha game was being updated. I've never been a PG channel. I try not to swear as much because, like, I don't want to get demonetized or anything like that. Although I don't think it's as much of a problem nowadays, to be fair. But I save my swearing for when it'll have the most impact. Yeah, I don't think that. Oh, Captain Blood! Thank you so much for the 75 months, and thank you for being a royal noodle, you absolute legend. Thank you so much. I also haven't played Palworld. Palworld's not really my thing. I'm not really a fan of like open world sandbox games where you don't really have as much of a goal as it's just like, okay, you kind of go out there, you do your own thing. There is quests in it, I know, but I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm not really a fan of like Ark. I'm not really a fan of... I've never played Minecraft. It's just not my kind of game, you know? Patworld. And that's my game I'm working on. Called Patworld. Do you like eating fish? Yeah, man. Sure, fish is good. I like sushi. Fish is great. Fish and chips. Listen, you can't go wrong with the fish and chips, though, can you? Raise your hands if you've had a fish and chips. Me. I have 109 on Twitch. What the fuck? That's crazy. Well, at least the Twitch is like actually, you know, doing something now. So it's not, oh my God, Spectre, you're crazy. At least there's actually like a reason to have it now. You get ad-free. Do Twitch subs still get ad-free viewing? I don't even know. I haven't really dabbled in Twitch all that much recently. I don't know if that's still a thing. I remember when, if you had Twitch Prime, you used to be able to watch all the streams ad-free. Oh, what a time that was. What a time that was. God. And they took that away. They took it away from us. Can you believe it? And what else have they taken away from us? Too much, I'll say. I'll put my hands up. I'll say too much they've taken away from us. That's only one of the things. Winston Waves needs voice acting? Yeah, I think so. Honestly, the fact that they've gotten away with not doing it for so long is kind of insane. You can definitely tell. You can definitely tell. If I'm using a YouTube Premium trial, do you still get paid? That's a very niche question. I think so. Probably. I don't know. It is just a trial, so it's not like a long-lasting thing. So I wouldn't worry about it. There's so many things to stress about in life. I wouldn't worry about it. You get your ad free, you know? I love YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is my favorite and like one of my only subscription services that I actively use. I use YouTube Premium. I have a subscription to BTTV, so you guys can use emotes. I have Crunchyroll because I'm watching Free Run. But I'll cancel it after I stop watching Free Run, and that's it. I think that's the only subscription services that's not like, you know, work related. I mean, I see YouTube Premium is kind of work related, but like mostly not. But YouTube Premium is, and it's not close, the best subscription service I've ever used. I love it so much. Yeah, we're reacting to Zach today. Zach's lovely. I actually asked Zach before if I could react to this, and he was like, yep. I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I'm guessing that one, no. I do think they need to put voice acting in the next game. Like, if Winds and Wave doesn't have voice acting and they still have the cutscenes, that's like... then it's gonna be really noticeable. Dude, it's still, I can't believe they haven't done it yet. The ZA cutscenes were so awkward. Oh yeah, speaking of Spotify, speaking of subscriptions, speaking of Spotify, you can watch my videos on Spotify if you would like to. Please give me 5 stars. Please, I have 4.8 right now. I want 5 stars. Does Dylan have 5 stars? Dylan has 5 stars, please! Please rate me 5 stars on Spotify. Please, I'm begging. My ad blocker works perfectly, right? I'd rather spend some money directly on great content than watch ads all over the place. Well, hey, guess what? You can become a member today. By hitting that join button, you can become a member. And then you'd be supporting directly, duh. No. Don't give Dylan 4 stars. Give me 5. Please. I'm getting Spotify mode. That's true. All right, shall we dive into it? I saw some Insta. I thought of Subnil. Sorry for the link in advance. Oh, you can't post links. I'm sorry. No, they don't work. Yeah, you can't post any links. I'm pretty sure. So, I think I'm the only person that can post links in this chat. Actually, sorry. The issue I see with Pokemon game voice acting is going to have it exclusively Japanese or go full Animal Crossing. Why would they have to do that? They could just have more languages. I don't know if you guys know, Pokemon's a pretty big franchise. I think that they could probably do most languages. And I don't think it would even make a drop in the bucket of their budget. Yo, duh! You became a member. Let's go! Thank you. Oh, I didn't pin it. Oh, I didn't pin the thing yet. You're right. Biggest, most profitable media franchise in the world can't pay voice actors though. All right, there we go. It's pinned now. Queen Elderberry, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you. Thank you very much. First gift of the day. Thank you so much. They have the technology. They do. They really, really do. They have the technology. I don't know. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. It's ridiculous to me, honestly. No, I'm sure we'll get there. Also, we still have Pokemon Pitch Black packs. We will spin the wheel every time we get 10 members. If we do, you know, maybe we do, maybe we don't. I have no idea. Could they use the AI voice acting? Oh my god. Dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine if they used fucking AI voice acting? Oh my god. I'd be the Pokemon Company's #1 hater. #1 hater. Holy. Can you imagine how bad that would be? That would be atrocious. Better than nothing? No, I'd rather have nothing. I would genuinely rather have nothing, and it's not close. AI voice acting is so dog shit. Dude, I hate how AIs get into everything. I've said this many times. It does have some use in, like, some areas, like data entry, doing repetitive tasks over and over again. but anything that is remotely related to like anything creative, anything related to making a thing, it's awful and should never be used. Never. Okay, if it's Microsoft Sam, that's different. That's different. Microsoft Sam, I'll allow it. If all the voices are Microsoft Sam, I'll allow it. But dude, it's so annoying. Like I keep seeing AI thumbnails everywhere. I keep seeing like posts are just like written by AI, and it's so obvious that they are. It's like, what's the point? If you're not gonna do something yourself, or at least like have a human do something, then you clearly don't care about it. You clearly don't care. And they have so much money, they could easily hire voice actors. Easily. Like, it would be so easy for them to do. And it would be so cheap for them to do as well. The video you've seen is full of the AI thumbnails. Dude, I see AI thumbnails everywhere. And they're all gross. AI thumbnail is an immediate, like, don't recommend channel to me ever again hit. I have to. Because there's just... It's like I call it like the anti-clickbait because it doesn't make me want to click the video. Instead, it repulses me away. It's like a repulsion field. It's like as soon as I see an AI thumbnail, I'm like, ugh. And then I hit the don't recommend channel. I never see them again. What if I'm too poor to hire someone to make a thumbnail and don't know how to make my own? Learn. GIMP is free. I don't know how. I don't know if they keep up with the updates, but you can make your own. Learn. You don't have to pay people to do it. Dude, listen, I'm too old for this. I've been on YouTube since before custom thumbnails were even a thing. I remember when they were introduced. I remember when I first got access to it. My first custom thumbnails was I had a logo of the game I was playing and a number in the top right. Now, obviously, that's not a good thumbnail. But I was making my own thumbnails for how long? 10 years? 12 years? Like 12 years. I was making my own thumbnails. Before I started to, like, pay an artist to do it for me. All these people that are like, I can't afford to pay for someone, then don't pay someone, do it yourself. Learn a skill. Become one with the content that you're trying to make. The more that you learn, the more you understand about what you're doing. It's actually so annoying when people are like, but I don't want to do it. You don't have like, a couple of hours to try and learn a new skill? Do you even want to make YouTube videos? That's part of it. Draw some fucking stickmen. I would prefer stickmen thumbnails than AI. It's so gross. And you know what also annoys me is when I see like big established and I'm sure very well off creators, and I'm not trying to pocket watch here, that have pivoted to using AI when they had a perfectly good system to make thumbnails already. It's actually so dumb. This is actually like such a dumb idea. They already had, like clearly like they're a very large YouTube channel. They're doing really well for themselves. And instead of like iterating on the system they already had, maybe like, you know, trying to improve on that, they just pivot to doing the most dog shit AI that I've ever seen in my life. I don't understand. I do not get it. Like so many TCG channels. So many TCG channels actually annoys me, so I like watching Pokemon card content. So many TCG channels use AI all the time. And there's one recently, I saw one TCG, like one of the biggest TCG channels out there that I saw recently had this like really obvious AI. And I was just like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Dude, just hire an artist. You probably make... You may, I don't know. I don't want to get on like a money thing, but like, I I know that you're really well off. Clearly you are. I know enough about YouTube to be able to tell when someone's doing well. New title, Patterrz reacts to AI slop. I don't know. I pulled up the channel, but I'm not gonna mention them because I don't want to like start an argument or anything like that. It just annoys me. I'm just venting. It just annoys me. Isn't it ironic that TCG people would use AI, which disrespects real artists so much, when the whole thing that their channel is based around is the fantastic art that humans make, that people make, the creativity and talents and skill that has been honed across years is the basis of their whole career, and they're turning around and be like, well, I don't want to do that, and they just shit on a thumbnail canvas, and they're like, yeah, that's done. Looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, it is really weird coming from like a TCG channel, considering the whole point. The reason people like Pokemon TCG is because the artists make really good art using their skill and talent and years of experience. You think if they started printing AI Pokemon cards instead of having real artists, you think anyone would care about it at that point? You think anyone would care? You think anyone would care? I mean, I raise my hand. I wouldn't care. I'd be done. I'd be like, I'm out. All right, I'm out. No, don't care anymore. Nope, not buying a single Pokemon card now. Don't care about it. Would it look good? No, it wouldn't look good. The scalpers would care because no one would want to buy Pokemon cards anymore. Anyway, sorry. I just had to go on a little rant there. You know, I was just going on a little rant. And I know they'll never do that. They'll never do that. Could you imagine? You know how Pokemon cards like credit the artist? What, do I have a card right here? Okay, hold on. I have a card. You know how a Pokemon card it like credits the artist. Could you imagine if yo, Shiny Cookie, thank you so much for the 10.
Disgusting using AI in a thumbnail when looking at beautiful card art from real artists. Double face.
Double face? Yeah, it's just, I hate it. It's just, it annoys me. It genuinely annoys me so much. Thank you so much for the 10, though. I appreciate it. Thank you. Could you imagine if instead of like the artist's name, could you imagine, you see where it says illustrated right there in the bottom left? Could you imagine if it said like illustrated by like Claude? Illustrated by Gemini? Illustrated by Grok?
Breaking news, the UK government has just made AI legal after this shocking rant from our true Prime Minister.
Yo, Andy getting on with some good stuff here. No, you can't make it illegal. And like I said, like, I don't think it's entirely like a terrible thing completely from top to bottom. I think that it does have uses, especially in like certain areas. Like, I think in the medicine field, it could probably like save a lot of lives genuinely. But in any kind of creative field, it disgusts me. And I don't mean that in like an I'm holier than thou, like I'm better than you kind of way. I mean, like, that's just how it makes me feel. I can't really think of any other way to describe it other than repulsion.
PSA 10 Charizard by typing in a prompt. Give us 10k for it.
ChatGPT, can you generate me PSA 10 perfect centering Charizard, please? I'm gonna send it in. I'm gonna sell it for $1 million. Please, ChatGPT.
All right, shall we crack on? I think we can. I think we shall. I think it's time. I've not actually watched 15 minutes of this video, by the way. YouTube will do this sometimes. Sometimes we'll skip around. YouTube will just like save the point to I skip to. But I didn't actually watch this. I was just like, I'll just do the thing where I go click, 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 click. Just to kind of see what the video is about a little bit. Hey, on AI more. No. We're done with that. We're done with that. We're moving on now. We're schmoving and removing. And now it's time to begin. Thank you so much, Philip, for the 5. Thank you, Adam, for the 5. And thank you, Shiny Cookie, for the 10. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, support real artists though. Support real artists, and big thumbs up. Speaking of some real art and real artists, it's time to learn about the manga. This may surprise some of you, but in my 30 years on this earth, that's right, 30 years, I have never once read the Pokemon manga. And I thought, you know what? It's time for that to change. Although I'm not actually going to read it. I'm going to react to the entire Pokemon manga in 65 minutes. By Zach Toshi. Here we go.
The Pokemon
I skipped a little bit into it. I'm so sorry about that. That's my bad. That's entirely my bad. We're listening to this for the first time. I have interacted with everything else in the Pokemon franchise except the manga, and it's time for that to change.
Adventures manga begins in Pallet Town, where a group of kids try to catch a Nidorino. They struggle, getting the help of
I love the art. I like how it's really simplistic. It's very, very, very cute.
Red.
You know, I initially, when I started reading manga, I was really annoyed by the fact that it wasn't colored. Because, like, obviously, when you're coming from color television and TikToks, then you're like, okay, used to a certain type of engaging with content in a way. But now I'm used to it. I'm like, you know what? It has a charm to it, and I really like it because I'm up to date with One Piece. I read the whole One Piece manga. And I think there's definitely like a charm to just having like black and white on the page.
One of Pallet Town's best trainers, who shows them how to properly catch a Pokemon by battling with his Poliwhirl named Polly.
Let's go. I love how he starts with the Poliwhirl, by the way. I think that's absolutely fantastic. No one would expect a protagonist in Pokemon to start with a Poliwhirl. How did they decide this? They were sitting in the meeting room. They're like, okay, we got to make the Pokemon manga. Let's see, we got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander. Guess we could go with like one of those. And then the guy in the back's just like,
What if we use Poliwhirl?
like, Jimmy's at it again. What do you mean? Why would you use Poliwhirl? We have 3 perfectly good starter Pokemon right here. It's like,
No, we should use Poliwhirl. I'm making the decision. I'm making the choice now.
Though Red doesn't know how many Pokemon exist, he's
Poliwhirl is Masuda's favorite. No, Psyduck is Masuda's favorite.
determined to catch them all. And the kid suggests he learn from Professor Oak. But Red dismisses the professor's expertise and that of his renowned grandson. I'm sure that won't come back to bite him in the butt. Soon after, Red encounters a group of mysterious trainers.
Damn, he walks right into them too. Damn, he walks. I mean, I would be a little bit annoyed if children were just like walking into you left and right too. You know, maybe these guys aren't so bad.
Searching for the elusive phantom Pokemon.
Gengar?
Intrigued, Red decides to find this Pokemon himself, but another trainer has already beaten him to it. Red watches as a...
It's so interesting. They make the Pokeball look so weird. Oh, they see Mew expeditiously in this. Oh, see, wait, is he called Blue in this or is he called Green in this?
boy with a Charmander battles a glowing Pokemon, later revealed as Mew. The boy, showing restraint, recalls his Charmander mid-battle, frustrating Red. When Red tries to battle Mew himself, he's utterly humiliated. The boy criticizes Red for overestimating himself, leaving him humbled and bewildered.
Okay, I like that. You know, I like how in this Green is like the chill kind of knowing trainer. Whereas the protagonist is like,
I'm gonna throw myself headfirst into it.
Like he was like, I know that I couldn't beat Mew, so I just stopped fighting him. Like it's just as simple as that. Don't be an idiot. Don't get into fights you can't win.
As the mysterious trainers leave in pursuit of Mew, Red, shaken by his first big loss, decides to set aside his pride to meet Professor Oak.
I like how they make the Pokeballs look in this too. Like it's definitely very
hoping
different.
to learn what it truly takes to become a great Pokemon trainer. The first chapter does an excellent job at introducing us to the Pokemon world. We see core elements like battling and catching, plus a hint of mystery with the men chasing Mew. Most importantly, it's a fantastic introduction to our protagonist, Red.
I like how they're showing like the tiny bitty versions of all the Pokemon within the Pokeball. Which I guess is like, I guess that's a good way to stop any reader being confused about what they're about to send out. You couldn't really do that in the anime, but it is an interesting way to do it.
Though initially cocky and skilled, Red soon learns that he's a big fish in a small pond. His defeat by Mew delivers a hard hit to his ego.
I actually lost? I don't understand. Up until this point, I beat all the 3-year-olds I fought in a fight. Me, 11.
And the boy's lecture stings even more. But this humbling moment is the perfect catalyst for his journey, giving him a reason to finally meet Professor Oak. After ringing the doorbell with no answer, Red enters Oak's lab and is captivated by the collection of
Whoa! We got a lot of balls here, folks. Goodness me.
Pokemon, with Bulbasaur interesting him the most.
Bulbasaur. Oh, does he take the Bulbasaur? I hope he does. Bulbasaur's my favorite one. I love Bulbasaur so much.
Oak mistakes Red for a thief, leading to a chaotic moment where Red accidentally releases all of Oak's Pokemon.
Jesus Christ.
As they round them up, they realize that some Pokemon have escaped the lab, extending their search beyond Pallet Town to Viridian City.
I'm turning you in. This is a child, sir.
The chase leads them to the abandoned Viridian Gym, where Oak fails to reclaim Bulbasaur.
Dude, Oak gets absolutely slammed by a Bulbasaur. Oh my god, get owned. Why is it Oak's always taking the brunt of the hits from all the Pokemon?
However, Red empathizes with Bulbasaur's nerves about being outside for the first time.
Oh, it's so cute. He looks, I'm gonna be honest, the manga Bulbasaur looks kind of like a frog. The way that it's standing here.
And successfully calms it down. Their moment is interrupted, however, by a wild Machoke, who I guess is just chilling in this building.
Why would that be? Venusaur is a dinosaur, guys. It's called Saw.
Forcing Red to battle on his own as Oak is out of commission. Thinking quickly,
no, it's not a frog. No, it's not. It's a dinosaur. The Bulbasaur line is a dinosaur. I'll die on this hill. They're called Saw, guys. Come on.
Red exposes Bulbasaur's bulb to sunlight, powering up.
I just don't want it to believe that it's a frog. Not that there's nothing wrong with
a powerful
frogs.
solar beam to defeat Machoke.
I mean, what, dude? This guy knows Solar Beam already? What? You knew about the Bulbasaur Solar Beam? No, I just guessed. I know all about photosynthesis.
Impressed by Red's ingenuity.
I mean, actually, to be fair, that does give, like, genius vibes, right? Doesn't it? The fact that he's just like, well, I just kind of assumed, you know?
And his bond with Bulbasaur.
Fine, it's a frog. Fine, you got me, it's a frog.
Oak allows him to keep it, and Red names him Soar. Red explains that his true purpose for visiting Oak was to learn from him. Oak tells Red that greatness lies in the bond with one's Pokemon, something Red has already shown. Recognizing his potential, Oak gives Red a Pokedex, challenging him to record every Pokemon and hinting that he may become a great trainer by doing so. While the previous chapter introduces Red as cocky and overconfident, this one reveals his true character through his determination to fix his mistake with Oak's released Pokemon.
And a little bit of a savant, if we can be honest. The fact that he just guessed and deduced that Bulbasaur would be able to use solar energy and condense it into an attack beam is, I don't know, it's a bit of a stretch, but he was right.
Red's ability to tame Bulbasaur, something even Oak couldn't manage.
Look, it's purring. Oh my god, it's purring.
Proves that he has the potential to be a great trainer. His battle against Machoke also shows that Red is pretty skilled. He just needs proper guidance. These moments soften Oak's initial hostility, allowing him to see Red's genuine talent. And now with the Pokedex, Red has a clear mission that aligns perfectly with his goal to catch them all, setting the stage for his journey. Professor Oak sends Red to Viridian Forest to start his quest, hinting someone might be there before quickly brushing it off. Eager to fill his Pokedex, Red heads out, unaware that the boy from
Kangaskhan, the secret of Kangaskhan, what?
earlier is also there, searching for a specific Pokemon. Red's Polly accidentally runs into the boy's Charmander.
Gets instantly owned? What just happened? I mean, this is a first stage fire type. What are we doing? You're a second stage water type. You should have the advantage here and there.
And gets knocked out, angering Red and prompting him to square up. He soon
Dude, he threw a punch at Green? Oh my god. Oh my days. By the way, for those of you that aren't aware, if you haven't read a manga before, you read it from right to left.
recognizes the boy as the same one who fought Mew. Suddenly, a wild Kangaskhan appears, the Pokemon the boy has been hunting for.
So it would go, I can't wait to add this data to my, hey, that's...
Or for his Pokedex entry. Red is surprised to see the boy with the Pokedex, and this leads to him learning that he's Professor Oak's grandson. Charmander launches relentless attacks on Kangaskhan, who resists being caught.
What did he just say? He
Professor Oak's
told him to what? Use
Charmander
what move? Charmander final blow? Jesus Christ. Holy. This poor Kangaskhan.
Guys, I've never seen a Kangaskhan of Viridian Forest, and I've played all the games.
Launches relentless attacks on Kangaskhan, who resists being caught but seems to hold back its full strength. Observing this, Red realizes something's off and tries to stop the battle, but the boy ignores him. This causes Red to intervene with his Polly, revealing that Kangaskhan was protecting its injured baby.
Aww, oh no! Look at this little freaking guy. He's sick.
He helps heal the baby, allowing the Kangaskhan pair to leave safely, much to the boy's frustration. The boy
much to the boy's frustration, he loves killing babies. Oh, it's Blue. Sorry, he's Blue. Okay, he's Blue in the English manga. Okay.
Introduces himself as Blue, and as they part ways, Red declares that he won't lose to him. Watching from a distance,
why are we all named after colors?
Like an old creep, Professor Oak is intrigued to see how Red and Blue's journey will unfold. This chapter sets up Red and Blue's rivalry perfectly. Their previous encounters sparked tension, but in Viridian Forest, we get a real foundation now that Blue's identity and goal are revealed. While the first chapter portrayed Red as inexperienced and Blue as the skilled one, this chapter flips the dynamic. Despite Blue's skill, we see Red possesses strengths that Blue lacks.
Like compassion and not wanting to kill kids.
Blue fails to see the baby Kangaskhan in danger. And when Red heals it, Blue still feels frustrated over missing the capture rather than relief over the Pokemon's safety.
I could have captured it. I could have had 2 Kangaskhan for 1.
This contrast in values makes their rivalry even more compelling. When Red
It is kind of messed up that the baby Kangaskhan has to fight, but I guess at the same time, as soon as you hatch a Pokemon egg, it is a baby and you can throw it immediately into a blender, so, you know. And that's just a way of saying you can throw it into a fight. I wouldn't actually throw a Pokemon into a blender. I mean, you could in theory, but like that would be a horrible, horrific thing to do and no one should ever do it. I meant you could throw it into a battle.
Red arrives in Pewter City, he notices a commotion caused by a mischievous Pikachu, stealing produce from the town's merchants. The townspeople
Bro's just hungry, let him have it.
struggle to capture it, so Red steps in to help, using Sword to battle. After easily resisting Pikachu's attack,
I love the art style of this too. Like it's definitely like a really simplistic art style, but it's really cute. Like they've designed the Pokemon in like a slightly different way. Was it one artist that made this manga, or did they have like a collaboration of ours?
Sword uses Sleep Powder, allowing Red to capture Pika the Pikachu. Impressed by Red's skills, the townsfolk ask Red about his journey, and Red reveals his goal of completing the Pokedex. However, Pika acts up, prompting Red to try training and befriending it. Just then, Blue arrives, taunting Red's poor control over Pika, which initiates a battle, or so Red thought. Instead, Blue announces his intent on challenging the gym leader Brock for the Boulder Badge, introducing Red to the concept of gym badges. And
Oh my god, they have the badge boost in the manga? That's so crazy. It can boost the attack power of your Pokemon. That's such a funny thing to include. Just being like a straight up game feature that is supposed to make you feel stronger as you go through the game. No matter what Pokemon you have, it's going to give you like a little bit of a buff there. To translate that into a manga makes no sense. Because why would it make you stronger? This badge has nanites in it that burrow into your Pokemon's muscles to make them more powerful.
Your ability to boost a Pokemon's power. Something that exists in the games, but I often forget about. Blue challenges Red.
Yeah, I think they stopped doing that after Generation... Is it? Did they stop doing it after Generation 2? They definitely don't still do it to this day.
To see who will earn the badge first, advising him that Brock specializes in rock types, which isn't ideal for Pika. Motivated to beat Blue,
Well, technically it wouldn't be a problem for Pikachu, but all the rock types in the game are almost exclusively also ground type, which is that's where the problem comes from.
Red heads to the Pokemon Center to heal his team, only to find it vandalized the next morning, meaning Red's only fully health Pokemon is Pika. This chapter creates
Who would vandalize a hospital? Wait, did you say vandalize?
warning. Red heads to the Pokemon Center to heal his team, only to find it vandalized the next.
Who's vandalizing a Pokemon Center? Who goes to a hospital and is like, I'm gonna break this hospital? Jesus Christ. Of all the places that you could go to reap havoc and cause some ruckuses, a hospital is the worst place to go.
Warning, meaning Red's only fully health Pokemon is Pika. This chapter creates great tension, especially since Red hasn't fully tamed Pika yet. Pika's angsty attitude is reminiscent of another familiar electric rodent that had a rocky start with its new trainer, but the manga gives it a fresh spin. Given Pikachu's mascot status, this chapter was bound.
Oh my god, wait, is this how the manga actually looks? Oh, that's so cute. Wait, they show you the entry. They show you the sprite from the game. That's really, really cute.
To happen, yet it feels unique and fitting here. I like the detail suggesting that Pika came from Viridian Forest and migrated to Pewter City.
That makes sense. That's why you find it in the game. No, Kangaskhan.
That's how Pikachu can be caught there in the games. This also explains its rowdy behavior, as it's adapting to a new environment and learning to interact with people.
You know, one day he's come from a forest. It was probably like chill and nice and quiet out in the forest, and he's migrated to a town where there's hustle and there's bustle and there's so many people and they're trying to get you to pay taxes. Like, I would be a bit upset too. I'd be a bit stressed out, a bit, you know, bit of a short fuse.
As Red rushes to face the Pewter Gym, he sees Blue already battling with his
Oh my god, it's in an actual boxing ring. He's got Charmeleon already, and my god, that thing is huge.
newly evolved Charmeleon. Red registers for his match, though Pika still refuses to listen after their failed training session.
Okay, so there's no way they're going to win this the first try, right? There's absolutely 0% chance. They're not going to do the anime strategy of making the sprinklers go off. I feel like he's going to lose the first try.
Taking a risk, Red relies on his weakened Polly and Soar. Polly goes up against a gym trainer's Graveler, winning.
Oh, there's actually Dream Trainers in this. It can Ice Beam? Okay, the fact that this guy can Ice Beam so early is crazy good.
Without taking damage. Wait, did that Graveler just die? We see a
Whoa! What the hell? That guy is in pieces. Oh, wow. I mean, that looks... He just decapitated it. Good lord.
We see a montage of Red swiftly beating each trainer thanks to his type advantage, catching Brock's attention in the background. Before the final match, Red tries to convince Pika to cooperate, as his other Pokemon are exhausted. Although Pika resists, Red insists, throwing him into battle against Brock's Onix. Pika dodges Onix's rock throw, but after taking a hit...
This feels like a really small arena to have an Onix fighting in, you know? It's dude, I don't want to divert the discussion a little bit here, but this lettering right here, I thought this said gooning.
It turns its anger on Red instead. Furious, Brock accuses Red of relying on luck, and commands a brutal Skull Bash on Pika.
Skull Bash? Okay, that's, you know what? A good move. Well, not a good move, but it's gonna do some crazy damage. How does he fight in a boxing ring?
At the last moment, Red saves Pika and apologizes for forcing him to fight. Inspired by Red's act of kindness, Pika finally steps up and defeats Onix with a powerful electric attack.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, did that Onix just die?
Wow, Onix, no! Okay, like, surely he can reassemble himself, like, surely you did not just mutilate, decapitate, and destroy an Onix, right? This guy's not dead, surely.
Red and Blue become the only trainers to earn the Boulder Badge. Thanking Pika, Red officially
let's keep a death counter going from all the Pokemon that we think have died.
Invites him to the team. Pika accepts, but not before giving Red a few more Thunder Shocks. This was a fun take on the gym challenge. The tournament-style battles against gym trainers brought a fresh twist.
And it's also, like, very much related to the game. This is way more related to the game than the anime is.
Red relying on his weakened team with only...
And people? Wait, people die too?
Pika at full health really raised the stakes. The moment between Red and Pika felt genuine, with Red finally acknowledging Pika's feelings and letting him choose to fight, leading to Pika's newfound loyalty. Red one-shotting Onix though, that was kinda dumb.
That's kind of Mickey Mouse. If we're going off the Mickey Mouse meter, that was incredibly Mickey Mouse.
I guess the anime isn't the only medium where electric moves can damage ground types. This chapter is also where we start to see Pokemon get absolutely brutalized, revealing the grittier tone of battles this adaptation has compared to others. Speaking of which, the journey takes a dark turn when a girl is attacked by a rampaging Gyarados.
Ooh, we're cooked. We're cooked, chat. Misty's dead. She's not lasting a second
And
in
is
this
she
one.
bleeding? Man, things just got serious. Her Staryu is clearly outmatched, but luckily, Red arrives in time to help.
With a Bulbasaur, though, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that's a Gyarados. It's not going to be doing much, is it?
Thor holds strong against Gyarados' water attacks, and gains the upper hand with Leech Seed.
Okay, huge. Damn, that's a lot of leeching going on there. That's so many vines. How'd you get all these vines?
After the girl Staryu uses Recover, she and Red team up, managing to weaken Gyarados enough for Red to catch it.
Guys, that's cheating. We can't do 2 versus 1. Pokemon League rules state that even if you're going to be eaten by a Gyarados, you have to do it 1 versus 1.
Ending the rampage.
It's actually kind of funny how, like, little fear our player characters have in the games to where we could just go into a fight with, like, a legendary and we're like, yeah, we'll 1v1 you. Like, you're getting attacked and clearly your life is in peril. You might die. But, like, you can't break the rules, though. Like, you still got to do it 1v1.
The girl reveals that Gyarados wasn't wild, but had been stolen from her a week ago, only to return.
Like, you're telling me we're fighting Ultra Necrozma, who has absorbed all the light from a dimension, who has stolen Nebby from us, and clearly intends on doing massive amounts of damage to maybe not only that universe, but our universe too, who has unleashed the Ultra Beasts all over the country, of indiscriminately started attacking everyone. And we're like, oh yeah, but like I have to follow the rules though. Like I can't use 2 Pokemon at once.
Turn with this aggressive behavior. This enrages Red, who's determined to find whoever's behind it. He contacts Professor Oak, showing his Pokedex progress and explaining the situation. Professor Oak suggests Team Rocket might be responsible, an evil organization known for their cruel Pokemon experiments. He warns Red that they could be after the Moonstone, rumored to boost a Pokemon's power at the nearby Mount Moon. Armed with this new info, Red sets out to foil Team Rocket's plan. The girl, revealing herself as Misty, a dedicated water Pokemon trainer, joins him. Together, they're ready to uncover the mystery behind Gyarados' strange transformation. We're beginning to get a glimpse at the darker...
That's so weird that they basically had the Gold and Silver storyline for Gyarados, but they put it in the manga. When did the manga first come out, actually? That's a good question. When did Pokemon manga release? That is crazy. I actually had no idea. Turns out if you use code Patterrz, you can save 10% on your Gamer Subs purchases. With every single tub having 100 servings, meaning that if you drink this every single day, then it lasts for over 3 months. One tub. Insane. Anyway, sorry. The actual answer was they started in 1997, which is incredible because that's way before. Wait. So the gold and silver storyline is based off of the manga. Right? It was a rampaging Gyarados that was like related to Team Rocket. It's kind of crazy.
Side of this Pokemon world.
Come on, that was a good transition. That was a good you didn't see that. That was a good transition. You didn't see that one coming, guys. 9 out of 10. I 9 out of 10. I'll take 9 out of 10. Thank you.
The opening scene with Misty badly hurt by a raging Gyarados shows
The art is great, by the way. I just want to say the art is absolutely fantastic.
that things are about to get more intense. The shift in tone teases a world that's not all smiles and friendly battles, and it's an intriguing change that keeps you wondering what's next. At the base of Mount Moon, Team Rocket, the same group that hunted Mew, are after the Moonstone. Red and Misty sneak in, aiming to beat them to it. Inside Mount Moon's dark cave, Red relies on Pika to light the way, though Pika's defiant attitude is still in full force.
Pikachu doesn't at this point know Flash, and also you don't have the gym badge to use Flash yet, Red, sorry.
As they press on, Red runs into a Rhyhorn, which turns out to be owned by Team Rocket.
Damn, that, oh my god, wow, whoa, why are the Rhyhorns so large? Holy.
Wasting no time, he engages in battle.
Okay, there's a lot of Team Rocket members here, like, you'd think if they were like an actual, like, I guess they're kind of just like playing with a child, they're like, yeah, whatever, this is not serious.
Pika takes a hit from a rock throw, but rebounds, using the scatter of rocks to take down Rhyhorn. Just when it seems like they've won, a mysterious injection causes Rhyhorn to evolve into Rhydon.
Whoa! First off, love the Rhydon look. I've always said that I thought Rhydon was the best designed Pokemon. It's my favorite Pokemon design of all of them. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Secondly, how did you get the injection inside the Rhyhorn? Like, surely the syringe would break on the rocky back.
Misty, recalling the Gyarados incident, angrily accuses Team Rocket of experimenting on Pokemon. But unfazed, the Grunt dismisses her, saying they can't remember every Pokemon they experiment on. Enraged, Misty commands an attack, but Rhydon redirects it with Horn Drill, sending her flying and knocking her unconscious. It's now
She has had a terrible day. Holy. She's been attacked by a rampaging Gyarados, like physically attacked by it, and now has been slammed and knocked unconscious. Like, never mind the Poké, we need to get Misty to a hospital. She's not looking good.
To Red. Pika's quickly overpowered, but in a desperate move, it launches itself and knocks a boulder from the ceiling, blocking Team Rocket and letting them escape.
Okay, well, it's really close to having some human casualties here.
The Rocket Grunt removes his cap, revealing he's actually Koga. A pretty epic twist.
What? Koga works for Team Rocket, or is he an undercover spy?
When Misty wakes up, she's upset that they didn't get the Moonstone, but Red reveals that he snagged one after the cave collapsed. This was an intense chapter. Unlike the games or anime, the manga shows how truly dangerous Team Rocket can be. From disturbing experiments to outright harming children, these grunts make Jessie and James look terrible. Red's tactics here were impressive. Despite Pika being at a disadvantage, he skillfully uses the environment to gain the upper hand.
Pikachu just owns every ground type it comes across for some reason. Like, this Pikachu in particular is just really good against ground types.
Showcasing his resourcefulness. The reveal of Koga as a Team Rocket member was mind-blowing. Definitely not a role you'd expect from him. The manga's bold takes on familiar characters keeps the story fresh and engaging, adding a unique edge to the Gen 1 narrative. When Red and Misty reach Cerulean,
suddenly, Starmie. Me when I'm trying to guess what the next Mega Evolution revealed for Pokemon Legends ZA will be.
City, he's shocked to find that Misty lives in a luxurious mansion filled with maids.
What? She's giga rich in the manga? What the heck?
As their Pokemon rest and they have a
what the hell? That's a crazy dress! Oh my god!
fancy dinner, Red
Oh, it's a costume party.
recounts the events of Mount Moon, basking in the maids' attention. Misty, however, is worried about Team Rocket's threat and insists on training.
This chapter has legs.
Red, too busy bragging and even teasing Misty for being unconscious, irritates her.
Teasing Misty for being unconscious? Like, wow. Damn, you must have been eepy. Must have been eeper sleepers. You having a little nap?
Enough to leave. Not cool, dude. Her life was literally at risk.
You have to take it so personally? Yeah, this is a 10-year-old. This is how you write a 10-year-old.
That night, Red is attacked in his room, with only a Gyarados skill left behind. The next day, curious, but distracted by the maids, he decides to take on the Cerulean Gym to impress them. The maids giggle, and Misty offers to guide him there. At the Cerulean Gym, Misty reveals that she's actually the gym leader. Red doubts her.
Maybe that's where they get their giga money from. I don't even know if gym leaders make any money. Like, surely they would. Or is it the kind of job that you take when you're already rich just because you don't know what else to do? Like, I swear, like 90% of politicians are politicians because they're already rich from like family or something like that. At least in the UK, they're already rich from like family, and they're like kind of bored, and they're like, well, I'd love power over the poors. I'd love to dictate policy.
Until she attacks with Starmie, confessing that she was the mysterious attacker from last night. This makes Red battle with Sora, but he's easily defeated. Misty explains that if her Starmie, which couldn't be Team Rocket, could overpower him, then they both need more training. Seeing her tears and determination, Red finally agrees, and after a few days of training, Misty awards him the Cascade Badge.
How much older is Misty than Red? Because she is way taller than him.
And he leaves with a renewed resolve. Red was pretty obnoxious in this chapter, but it fits his character at this point. He's still carrying flaws from the beginning, now fueled by his first life-threatening encounter with Team Rocket, which only boosted his ego. Misty snapping him out of it was great, as it allowed him to grow. And even though we've seen it before at Mount Moon, the gym battle also highlights how trainers actively participate in battles, and can even get hurt themselves. A cool detail that adds a
Yeah, he's getting whirlpooled currently.
whole new layer to Pokemon battles, making them feel more intense and immersive than usual. Not far from Cerulean City, we meet Bill, who accidentally gets trapped in his Pokemon transporter.
Oh, he swaps with a Rattata this time.
Afterwards, as Red struggles
Dude, you have so many Pokeballs. Jesus Christ. Bro, why don't you have a
to
backpack?
carry all
What are
the
you
Pokemon he's
doing?
been catching so
Are you an idiot? You went off on a journey without a backpack?
far, he comes across what he thinks is a Rattata, only
How are you going to change clothes?
to be surprised when it starts talking.
Oh, that's an old lady.
Turns out it's actually Bill.
Oh my god, is this... Pokemon Infinite Fusion came out way earlier than I thought. What the hell? Bill, what happened, buddy? Does that mean there is a Rattata running around with a human body?
Who became a Rattata when he got stuck in his transporter. Before Red can even help him, Bill is yoinked by a wild Fearow. Sora's grass attacks aren't good enough, so Pika and Polly attack, only to hurt Bill instead. Eventually, Red comes up with a plan to have Pika attack from above, landing a powerful blow with Thunder.
Nice.
Fearow prepares to retaliate with a deadly Drill Peck, and oh my god, he impaled Polly!
Ah! No, oh my god. No, Poliwhirl doesn't die. Surely Poliwhirl doesn't die.
Oh, never mind, that was just an icy after image.
Oh my, what? A what? An icy after image?
That was enough to defeat Fearow.
What just happened?
With the day
What is an icy after image?
saved, Red is finally
I know what an after image is, but you can make it of ice? What?
able to restore Bill to his normal self. And as thanks for his help,
Dude, you are so lucky that worked, mate. Have you ever seen The Fly? You are very, very, very close to being a horror movie protagonist.
Bill offers to transport Red's extra Pokemon whenever he needs them. I
I don't know if I would trust this guy's teleport.
loved Bill's introduction. We're familiar with him turning into a Pokemon from the games, but seeing it fully played out here was pure comedy. The punchline where Bill freaks out after noticing Red caught the Fearow that attacked him was perfect. Speaking of Fearow, the way Red was able to take it down was sick. Not only does the fake out with Polly getting impaled hinted again at the darker side of Pokemon battles, but the icy substitute was some next level originality only the manga could pull off. Red's next stop is Vermilion City, where he spots the SSN and decides to sneak on board. He notices strange
He just decides to sneak on board the boat. Is he bored? He wants to do some side quests?
things like shaking boxes and shadowy figures, but gets spooked and ends up caught and kicked out of the ship. Outside, he meets the president of the Pokemon fan club, who's drawn to his Pokeball and impressed by Red's Pokemon,
And this guy's a real freak. Have you guys heard what he says about his Rapidash?
inviting him to the club. At first, the members love him and his Pokemon, but then aren't too thrilled when they learn that Red battles with his Pokemon.
Okay, the concept of a Pokemon fan club is really funny because it's like having an animal fan club, which I guess, but like you think he'd be more specific. You'd have like, oh, a cat fan club or a dog fan club or a monkey fan club, but not just like an animal in general one.
As they like to keep them cute and unevolved. Suddenly, a member arrives informing that his Executor was stolen.
That's not cute and unevolved. Out the fan club, you are
And the
excommunicado.
club reveals to Red that there's been a string of Pokemon poachings, including the President's Abra. Because they aren't in their Pokeballs,
How does an Abra get poached? Why doesn't it just teleport away?
Red deduces that the stolen Pokemon might be getting smuggled through the SSN, which he discovers is run by Gym Leader Lieutenant Surge.
I wonder how aware the Pokemon are in the Pokeballs in the manga. Like, I'm pretty sure in the Pokeballs they're not aware. Like, they just kind of go to sleep for a while, I guess. I don't know. Is it like an
In
anesthesia?
Pika with the President and Sora in the ocean, Red sneaks back onto the ship with only Polly, and gets shocked by a comically small Voltorb that he mistook for a Pokeball.
Ooh, yeah, Voltorbs with little man syndrome. That's gonna be. They're gonna be bad. I feel like the smaller Voltorbs are the angry ones. It's like, you ever seen like a little dog? You know, the little dogs always kind of pop off and bark more and try and show how big and tough they are more than the big ones because they have something to prove.
After making it flee, Polly goes down due to its electric weakness, and that's when Lieutenant Surge appears, ready to confront Red. This was a great setup for Red's upcoming conflict.
Is Lieutenant Surge also part of Team Rocket? What's going on?
I love how it starts out innocently enough with the Pokemon fan club, only to uncover a more sinister conspiracy beneath the surface. Red's introduction to his Pokemon, especially the story of his childhood and friendship with Polly, adds emotional weight, setting the stage perfectly for what's ahead. Now Red's left to protect his weakened partner, adding extra tension to this unfolding plot. Lieutenant Surge confronts Red about
Buzz off! Like, oh my god, there are so many Voltorbs here. Wait, that is a comically small Electrode. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry. Not to point it out, not to be like mean about it, but that is a comically small Electrode. Holy. I didn't know they made him that small. That's so funny.
Board. And after hearing Red's intent on rescuing the stolen Pokemon, he admits they're stealing them for profit. Surge then unleashes his hulking Electabuzz, but Red manages to dodge and freezes it with Polly's Ice Beam, making his escape. However, Surge tracks him via surveillance, and soon, Red is disoriented by Magneton's Screech, causing him to let go of his weakened Polly, which falls into the hands of Lieutenant Surge.
No!
Surge traps Red with an electrical barrier, and cruelly tosses Polly overboard.
Oh, okay, well, at least it's a water type. Like, if this was like a Charmeleon or something, then that would be really, really bad. But yeah, I think he'd be all right. It's kind of like throwing him onto a cloud of mushrooms or something like that.
He even has Electabuzz
Mushrooms are marshmallows. A bed of marshmallows is what you just thrown him on.
strike Red with Thunderbolt before dumping him into the ocean.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a child. Jesus Christ.
An outright murder attempt. As Red sinks, he recalls a childhood moment when his Poliwag evolved
Damn, they straight up just tried to murder the child. Wow, goodness me.
to save him. Right on
Where's the Polis?
cue, Polly evolves into Poliwrath to rescue him. With his newfound strength, Poliwrath takes on Electabuzz, using
It evolves! Let's go! Wow, that was really early for it to evolve, but let's go!
Seismic Toss to throw
Love that.
both it and Lieutenant Surge overboard. Though Surge escaped, the stolen Pokemon are saved.
I love the executive
Later,
there.
the Pokemon Fan Club president congratulates Red,
Dude, look how buff the Poliwrath looks now. Goodness me.
but is heartbroken to find that his cute little Abra has evolved into an Alakazam.
Well, don't act so mad about it. Are you sure this is even your Abra?
Lieutenant Surge was truly a dangerous foe, showing how intense the villains in Pokemon adventures can be, especially when they're willing to kill children and Pokemon. That's what makes Red's victory so satisfying, and the best part is how it hinges on the bond between Red and Polly. This moment gives Red's first Pokemon some much needed development, and I'm glad Polly got his time to shine. Now there is one weird thing though. Poliwhirl evolves with a Water Stone, yet there is no Water Stone here.
Well, technically, any stone in the water could be a water stone, if you know what I mean.
It seems like an oversight, but this is actually explained in a later saga, which I'll cover when we get there.
I'm just saying, like, if the stone's in the water, it's a water stone.
On Route 11, Red and several cyclists line up for a race. The announcer explains the route, mentioning it's
Oh my god, there's a lot going on here. Okay, an easy race course. I don't know, dude, there's a lot. Oh, they're going from Vermilion to Lavender. A mere 10 kilometers. Wait, is 10 kilometers a long race to cycle? If I think, okay, I think about it. I've run 5K. I know my 5K route. So like doubling that on the bike, that doesn't actually seem that bad. That's only 10 kilometers? Damn, these places are really close to each other, actually. It's very, very close to each other.
straightforward, except for one part that he hints at, keeping it a surprise. The race begins, but Red falls behind, regretting the bike voucher he used for his bike, especially after paying an entry fee. Just as he considers quitting, he notices a holdup ahead.
He just... Silly Red. You're supposed to switch it to muck mode.
Narrow bridge over a river packed with tentacles.
Oh, that's a lot of tentacle. Oh my goodness.
Cruel. A swimmer tells Red that it's also an obstacle course where Pokemon can be used. Inspired, Red calls Polly, who uses Ice Beam to make an ice bridge.
I would not trust that. I'm sorry. Listen, I love you, Poliwrath. You're great. You're amazing. I am not cycling on ice with no guardrails. Are you crazy? Absolutely not. It's ice. It's made of slippery ice. What?
Letting Red cross quickly. Red then reaches a forest shortcut, ignoring warnings about bug Pokemon. He commands Pika to zap away pests and Sword to clear the path. But a Beedrill hive falls on Sore, leaving Red and his Pokemon stung and sore, but in the lead.
Oh my god, a beehive falling on you in real life is a cataclysmic situation. Now take those bees and make them 100 times the size. Could you imagine a Beedrill hive falling on you? I'm surprised Red's not dead, to be honest.
Finally, Red encounters a large sleeping Snorlax, blocking the path. Polly's attacks fail.
Oh my god. Bro, he's so big. That is a girthy galleon right there.
But the honey on Sore catches Snorlax's attention. Red narrowly crosses the finish line, chased by a hungry Snorlax.
This thing is so big, it's not even funny. Jesus Christ, that's like 5 times the size of what I would expect Snorlax to be like.
Putting him first place. Celebrating, he soon realizes that the prize money will all go to feeding his new Pokemon, Snore the Snorlax.
He caught it?
This chapter was a blast. Turning the race into a Pokemon triathlon allowed each of Red's Pokemon to shine. I do find it funny though how Snorlax became a major obstacle for the swimmer, the same guy who suggested using Pokemon to cross the water. I guess he just forgot? Interestingly, this is also the first real deviation from the game's set path, as Red takes Route 11 and 12 instead of Rock Tunnel to reach Lavender Town, even moving Snorlax without the Pokeflu. It highlights the manga's ability to shake up the storyline, something we'll keep seeing as the journey unfolds. Red arrives in Lavender Town, searching for shelter from the rain.
Damn, they've already arrived in Lavender Town? We're shooting through this.
People ignore him. Mr. Fuji appears, noting the town folks' unfriendly nature, then kneels beside a grave to honor his deceased Doduo.
Oh, Doduo, rest in peace. Did he just bury it in the middle of a street?
Red joins him, which Mr. Fuji appreciates. And Mr. Fuji...
That's his backyard, right? Some tea? I'll take a sip of my tea if you... Thank you very much.
He shares Lavender Town's history and the origins of Pokemon Tower, explaining it was once a respectful resting place for Pokemon, but is now haunted.
I've never understood how a tower could be a graveyard, because the headstones imply that it's not like a coffin, right? It's not one of those like Skyrim crypts where you push over the lid of the coffin and you find a skeleton inside. You just see the headstones, which means that they have to be buried. So how thick are the floors in Lavender Tower for them to bury the Pokemon on the floors? How could they possibly be? How does the architecture work on that? How do you build a tower that has floors that are 6 foot thick?
Scaring townspeople into isolation.
They're cremated. Oh, didn't think about that, actually. Didn't think about that.
Red nervously brushes off talk about ghosts, but Mr. Fuji shows him photos of Doduo and mentions Blue, who went to explore the tower weeks ago and never returned. Determined to
That actually makes way more sense. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I'm stupid.
uncover the truth, Red ventures into the fog-filled Pokemon Tower.
Or they could be buried in their Pokeballs. That's a question. If a Pokemon dies, can you still put it in a Pokeball? Yeah, maybe they are cremated and the tombstones contain the urns of the dead. But I guess, yeah, that actually makes sense as well.
He's soon cornered by zombie Pokemon, and despite his efforts,
Zombies?
he realizes his attacks have no effect. Cornered and desperate, he commands Sword to immobilize the Psyduck skeleton. As Red plans his next move, a blast of fire narrowly misses him, and he spots Blue standing among the zombies. Shocked, Red calls to him, only to realize Blue and his Charmeleon are now under the same eerie influence. The manga's adaptation of Lavender Town brings the creepiness this town has always been known for to life, capturing exactly what fans imagine when they think of Lavender Town. Now we are truly in the darker side of the Pokemon world, with unflinchingly portraying Pokemon death and pitting Red against terrifying Pokemon corpses.
Jesus Christ. This is like way worse
Cremation
than I
is
thought it
all
would be.
easy until the Pokemon has flash fire.
How do you cremate a Pokemon with flash fire? Here's a question. Does the Pokemon's ability still persist after death? I would assume probably not. Thank you for the 5, Adam.
The final reveal of a possessed Blue adds to the chilling mystery, creating an intense storyline that's just beginning to unravel. Red realizes immediately that Blue's controlled by the tower's fog. Blue's Charmeleon attacks, but Sor restrains it with his vines, as Red tries to pinpoint the source of the possession, a Ghastly that has the power to control others.
One Ghastly did this? One? Bro's a necromancer.
Sor's Razor Leaf passes right through with no effect. As Charmeleon charges a massive fire spin, Sor's Bulb sucks in Ghastly, breaking its grip on Blue and Charmeleon.
What? The bulb sucks in Ghastly? What?
Sor then unleashes a powerful Solar Beam, blast.
Oh yeah, they're not cremated dead. If we have the skeletons of all these different dead Pokemon, then they're not cremated. So where do they go then?
Ghastly through the wall. I've seen a Bulbasaur use Whirlwind before, but this is something totally unexpected. Blue regains consciousness, and thanks Red, then insists on heading deeper into the tower to confront the one who possessed him. Red then dodges a wave of thick acid. Blue explains that it's venom from a poison Pokemon, and Koga returns to confirm this.
Oh, no. Don't you have a gym to run, buddy? Why are you trying to just assassinate children for no reason?
Koga reveals that he's a Team Rocket elite, and that they've been using the tower as a hidden base. After his Shadow Clone vanishes, Arbok attacks, spraying.
Why would you use, like, the #1 most well-known part about the entire town as the secret base? That's like going to Paris and being like, yes, the Eiffel Tower will be our secret base. No one will know. Like, what are we doing, man? Surely there's like a small house that you could, or a large house, just like on the outskirts that you could just use instead.
Acid as the boys flee. Blue
Oh, I think this is the point where I think I know what's coming up.
devises a plan, using Psyduck's remains as a shield to protect Charmeleon, tricking Koga.
Jesus Christ, using Psyduck's rotting corpse as a shield?
Charmeleon then uses Slash to literally cut Arbok in half.
There it is! Oh my god, he looks like a steak. It looks like you could fry him up like a steak. I don't think it would taste very nice, though. That is 3 Pokemon dead now, folks. Mark it down, 3 dead.
Oh my god. With Arbok freaking dead, Koga vows revenge on Red and Blue. Later, Mr. Fuji thanks Red for restoring peace to Lavender Town, and Red humbly credits Blue before continuing his journey. This chapter was wild.
Jesus Christ.
Of course, we have to talk about the infamous Arbok death. It's probably what most casual fans think of when they think of Pokemon adventures because of how hardcore it is. I can't imagine any other Pokemon medium allowing something like this. And while the villains took a loss, Koga proved to be a real threat, actively trying to kill Red and Blue. This chapter truly defines Team Rocket's ruthless lengths to achieve their goals and highlights the resilience our protagonist needs to stop them. Now, before jumping into Volume 2, a quick word from this video sponsor,
Oh, all right,
Are you looking for an
Raycon
audio
time,
experience that keeps up
baby.
with your Pokemon adventures?
And you can
Look
tell
no
a lot of
further
effort
than
went into this
Raycon's
video, so I'm
everyday
glad he's
earbuds.
getting
With
some,
an impressive 32-hour battery
glad
life,
he's getting a
you won't have to
sponsorship
stress
here,
about charging
folks.
mid-journey. Their multi-point connectivity lets you easily switch between your phone and tablet, making multitasking a breeze. The ergonomic design with optimized gel tips means they fit comfortably and stay
Look
in
at all
place,
those tips.
no matter what the activity. And check out this sleek protective case. It
Hey,
matches
looking
the
good,
earbuds
looking good,
perfectly,
folks.
supporting wireless charging, giving you 90 minutes of playback with just 10 minutes of charging. I personally love using my earbuds during workouts. They block out noise and keep me focused on my goals. The best part is that Raycon delivers premium sound quality for half the price of other big brands.
Half
And
the
guess
price of
what?
other big
Black
brands?
Friday
What?
is here, and Raycon
Chat, pretend to be like really shocked about that. Like, oh my god, half the price of all the big brands. That's fuck that. What? There's no way. There's surely no way.
is offering up
That's incredible.
to 30% off site-wide.
half the
It's
price
the
of all
perfect
the
time
big
to upgrade
brands.
your audio game at an
What?
unbeatable price. Don't miss out. Head to
That sounds incredible.
buyraycon.com/Zaxoshi and get up to 30% off today. The next volume begins in an observation tower, as a girl spots Red through her binoculars and rushes down to meet him. Meanwhile, Red
Oh, this is Green, right? The female
and Sor
character.
have just beaten a Primeape, causing Sor to evolve into Ivysaur.
Well, I hope they didn't kill the Primeape, or else it's going to evolve into an Annihilate. You know what I mean?
As they celebrate,
We're evolving, Nippy! It's so funny that the sprite in red and blue for Ivysaur looks absolutely nothing like how
Red and
Ivysaur is
Sor have
supposed
just
to
beaten
look.
a Primeape, causing Sor to evolve.
Like, okay, look, just compare the two creatures here, right? This is Ivysaur in red and blue, and then what Ivysaur actually looks like. Dude, they look nothing like each other.
Into Ivysaur. As they celebrate, the girl congratulates him, and using her charm, she persuades Red to buy Pokemon items from her to
Items? Okay, you should not be using syringes, folks.
make his team stronger. Red tries the items in battle against a wild Pinsir. However, he quickly realizes he's been scammed.
What the hell? Did he just do dress up Pikachu? I need to see dress up Pikachu. Okay, we got some TMs. Listen, no, this is good. We got like a focus band here. We got like an assault vest. It's just like, you're trying to pile on too many at once. That's the only thing.
Quickly realizes he's been scammed. Later, at the Celadon Pokemon Center, Red hears from Professor Oak, who congratulates him on Soar's evolution and mentions that Squirtle, the last starter Pokemon, was stolen from his lab. Frustrated, Red vows to never be tricked again, only to spot the girl selling some more fake items. Confronting her, she tries to escape on her Wartortle, but Red's snore blocks her path.
Damn, that got holy. At least we're getting some use out of this. Jesus. Wait, he's floating? Is he like a blow-up balloon? Is he hollow on the inside? How is he floating in the water?
She pretends to
Bro knows stuff.
then suddenly attacks, but Red sees it coming, saying she shouldn't underestimate a trainer with 2 badges. This was pretty funny considering that's not exactly a big flex, but okay Red, do you, King. After knocking her out with Mega Punch and recovering his money, Red learned her name, Green.
Wait, what? Wait, did they say knocking her
Knocking
out?
her out with Mega
You knocked her
Punch
out?
and recovering
Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess she's a thief. I don't know if you should be like knocking her out. I mean, that could kill
his
someone.
money, Red learned her name, Green, and notices her Wartortle could be Professor Oak's stolen Squirtle. Later that night, Red realizes his badges are missing. Meanwhile, back in her tower, it's revealed that Green had stolen them.
She kind of reminds me of Nami a little bit, you know?
This was a fun introduction to the final trainer of the original Kanto starters. Green is a fascinating character, not your typical female protagonist. She's sneaky and manipulative, a sharp contrast to Red's innocence and kind-hearted nature. Also, learning the truth about Squirtle was interesting too, since it's been absent from the story so far, giving the starters more equal attention. At the Rocket Game Corner, a grunt reports that they're close to locating Green. Red, who's now undercover as a grunt,
What? What do you mean? What? When did this happen? He's now undercover as a grunt? What's going on
recalls
here?
that he suspected Green stole his badges and swore revenge. After overhearing grunts
So he decided to join the mafia.
discuss their failed attempt to capture her, Red knocked one out, stole his uniform, and snuck in.
Dude, what? Hey, mister, want to see something? Walk. Okay, come on now. You're a fully grown adult and you're getting knocked unconscious by a 10-year-old? Come on
To
now,
their
what's going
hideout.
on? Are they 10 in the manga? Actually, that's a good question. I don't know if I would assume they are. Are they like 10, 11? How old are they in the manga?
Inside, he's led to an underground lab where a half-formed
And no one has questioned why exactly there's a new team member that's half the size of everybody else and sounds like a child.
Pokemon floats in
Whoa, that is insane. They really go crazy with the body horror in this, don't
the
they?
tank, Mewtwo, created from Mew cells. And though look, it's Blaine. The scientists explain that they need the original data disk stolen by Green to complete it. Suddenly, the grunts are dispatched. Green has been spotted. Out in the field, Green and her Wartortle are surrounded by grunts.
Jesus Christ.
She refuses to hand over the disc, wanting Mew for herself. As her Wartortle dodges attacks, Red notices she's wearing his badges as earrings, which, not gonna lie, is
That's kind of a flex, actually. That's really funny.
actually a pretty cool flex. Tauros is then sent out, and with its ability to command other Pokemon, overpowers Wartortle to retrieve the disc, cornering Green at a cliff. Thinking fast, she sends out Ditto, amusing the grunts. But as Tauros charges, Red jumps in, saving Green as Tauros falls off the cliff.
Wait, what did the Ditto... Dude, Ditto looks like... Ditto looks like such a pathetic creature in this. I'm sorry, it looks so funny.
To the grunt's surprise, however, when the Tauros returns, it commands all the Pokemon to attack them. As Red and Green escape with Green's Jigglypuff,
Oh, was that the Ditto? What did the Ditto do? Oh, it was the Ditto. It was.
the Tauros is revealed to be Ditto. The grunts curse their luck, but find comfort in recovering
the fuck? The Jigglypuff, what the hell? Oh my god, I love these artists are cooking right now. They're so
the
good.
Mew data disk. Green just keeps on getting more interesting, now tied up with Team Rocket and actively driving the plot, pulling Red along with her. I love it. Tying this back to Mew was a fantastic move, a throwback to the first chapter where Team Rocket hunted Mew, now using his DNA to create Mewtwo. Speaking of which, seeing the creation of Mewtwo was epic, and
Yeah, this thing is actually insane. Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this. This is insane.
really sets up exciting future developments. After escaping Team Rocket, Red reluctantly leads Green back to the base, hoping they're safe now that the grunts believe that they retrieved the Mew disc. Green reveals they haven't. She gave them a fake and kept the real one to be the first to capture Mew.
Smart,
She then disguises
smart.
her Ditto as a Mew
The Jinx.
to distract the grunts while they
That is not. Wait, what the hell? That is a weird look. I'm sorry, this Mew looks really weird.
search for the real one, asking Red to help since Team Rocket thinks they're partners. Green then reveals her Mew View, a modified Sylph Scope that tracks psychic waves, and using the Mew data disk, she locks onto Mew's signal. Green reveals that she's after Mew for money, as she
It's so interesting that like she is like super in on getting Mew, and she also has a Ditto, which everyone thinks is like the clone of Mew. I think that's really sick.
explains that the rare 151st Pokemon could make her a fortune. Now let me stop you right there real quick. During this conversation, Red claims that there are only 150 Pokemon, but Green corrects him by saying Mew is the 151st. How would she know that when the 150th Pokemon, Mewtwo, isn't even fully created yet? Like, I get in the games Mew comes after Mewtwo since it's a
Little bit of a plot hole there, guys.
mythical, but here no one should know Mewtwo exists yet. So
Nah, they're just talking about Palm Bloom. They're talking about Pika Blue.
how is Green able to correct him? Kind of an oversight, but whatever, let's move on.
Or maybe she knows more than she's letting on.
Eventually they do find Mew, and with Wartortle's Hydro Pump, they slow it down. Sor wraps Mew with its Vine Whip, until Team Rocket arrives with Jinx, who defeated Ditto. Red tells Green to escape with Mew, but Jinx Psywave breaks Sor's vines. As Jinx reaches for Mew,
Oh my, oh, shit, that's terrifying. Oh my god, this panel in particular with the wide eyes and the massive hand, that's scary.
Polly intervenes, but is frozen by Ice Punch. Mew then unleashes a powerful psychic attack, defeating Team Rocket and vanishing. Frustrated at first, Green lightens up knowing that she'll make a profit from the picture she secretly took.
Oh my god, she's getting pictures of Spider-Man.
Red fumes as she escapes, but finds she left behind his badges and a thank you note. I like this because it shows that Green isn't as bad as she first seemed.
Yeah, that's cute. She gave the badges back. That's sweet.
Sure, she's conniving, but this encounter helps her respect Red more, and vice versa. Mew's appearance was also a neat surprise. I didn't expect it to be back so soon. Plus, with Team Rocket's involvement, it's clear they're making big moves to achieve their goals. Things are only gonna get more interesting from here.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through.
At the
This
game
is-
court,
Clearly, this is ramping up here.
Blue exchanges his coins for a prized Pokemon.
Damn, he's got some schmunty.
The attendant warns that Pokemon at the game corner are harder to train than those caught personally. Later, as
I guess that makes sense because they don't have respect for you. They didn't lose to you in a fight. You've just been given to them.
Red tries to leave Celadon City, he bumps into Blue, who's chasing his unruly Porygon, scattering their Pokeballs.
Dude, there's so many balls. Will you guys please get a backpack? Please. Like, you can put things in them like lunch, your clothes, spare set of clothes. You need some socks. Your feet are probably absolutely honking right now. You haven't washed your clothes. You haven't taken your shoes off in days, probably.
After picking them up, Blue reveals that Porygon was his prize, then leaves before Red can learn more about it. Just then, Red hears girls being chased by wild Pokemon. Ready to help, he sends out what he thinks is Pika, but is actually Blue's Charmeleon.
Uh-oh. Wait, they're not gonna listen to you though, are they?
Confused, he tries more Pokeballs, but they're all Blues. Mistaking him for Blue,
How did they mix up all of the Mons?
the girls urge Red to battle. However, Charmeleon ignores his command, leading to Red's defeat and embarrassment. Surprised by how disciplined Blue's Pokemon are, Red tries his best to befriend them. Meanwhile, Blue uses the swap to his advantage, training Red's Pokemon with intense drills. Days later, Red's progression is slow, but he spots Blue battling a wild Ninetales with Pika. When Ninetales charges at Red, he sends out Machoke, who evolves into Machamp to overpower it.
Damn, what?
But Machamp is supposed to evolve when you traded, guys. It's supposed to rip the arms off Graveler so that Golem has only 2 and Machamp has 4.
Red and Blue both go for the capture, but in the end, Blue is the one who takes Ninetales since his Machamp is the one who beat it.
That's kind of messed up, actually. Like, clearly Red's the one who caught it there, right?
Afterward, they return each other's Pokemon, ending on a funny note as both teams display personality changes from their time away.
Oh, the Ninetales is so cute, though.
Now, although this was a great chapter,
Technically, they traded. Oh, wait, you're right. He actually did trade. Wait, you're right. They didn't mean to, but technically they traded, and that's why it evolved. Wait, that's actually a really good little detail there.
there is a slight inconsistency. Porygon seems changed by Red's influence, but Red never actually had Porygon. Blue returned it to his Pokeball after their swap. Kind of a missed opportunity to not show Red soften up the Pokemon Blue struggled with, but no big deal. Overall, this is one of my favorite chapters. It's self-contained but packed with fun. really showing how differently Red and Blue's teams behave.
Yeah, that was a cute
Both
chapter.
trainers benefit in the end too, with the unique way of showing Machoke's trade evolution and Blue teaching Pika Toxic. This is just fantastic,
Toxic Tail Whip? What the hell is this?
man. While going down Cycling Road,
I guess Toxic used to be able to be learned by all the Pokemon. They took that away recently though, which honestly is probably for the best because Toxic is, I'll say it, Toxic is a toxic move, and why should all the Mons be able to learn Toxic anyway? Like, what is it about spreading poison that everyone can learn? Is that a commentary on society and Twitter and real life? How anyone could learn to spread toxicity and nefariousness? Whilst learning more specialized skills can only perhaps be done by a select few who are incredibly talented and spend a lot of time working in their field. Whereas anyone can be toxic? I don't know if that's a commentary. And is the removal of the ability to do that kind of a hope, a prayer sent into the world that we can be better? We don't have to be so negative, so horrible towards each other all the time. We can forget toxic. No, it's probably like a balance thing. It's probably not that deep.
Red loses control and crashes because of a bouncing Tangela. Red demands an apology, but the crowd of people block him from approaching Lady Erica. Erica, recognizing it's her followers' fault, orders them to apologize. They bow, but also tell Red he should.
Yes.
Yes, my lady.
This is before streamers, right? This is Erica was like the original e-girl before streamers with the army of Sims.
Too, as he's receiving an apology from the daughter of the richest family in Celadon, as well as their gym leader. Learning this, Red challenges Erica to a battle. Erica's followers beat the crap out of Red because of this.
What?
But Erica accepts Red's challenge, on one condition. He must catch an Eevee. At the Pokemon Center, Red's frustrated that Professor Oak isn't available to help, but Bill is. Meeting up, Bill shows Red a picture of Eevee, but he knows nothing more. Back at Celadon, Erica's servant suggests that sending Red for Eevee could jeopardize their secret project. Erica then
What secret project? Are you also in Team Rocket?
has Vileplume use Petal Dance to reveal a hidden Drowsy spy. Red and Bill eventually track down
Oh, wait, that's kind of sick.
on Eevee. Red tries to battle it, however it perfectly counters all of Red's Pokemon by transforming into Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon.
Wait, what? How does it do that?
Noticing its ear twitching, Red uses Sword's Razor Leaf to cover them, allowing him to defeat Eevee with Solar Beam. Bill discovers that a device in Eevee's ear is what's making it transform, and Red suspects that Erica knows more than she's letting on.
What the hell was that all about?
This chapter adds a fascinating layer to Erica's character, casting her in a darker light. This isn't unusual for this canon, as it's already given us some evil gym leaders, but compared to her bland game counterpart, this Erica's from a wealthy family, practices archery, and holds a mysterious secret.
Yeah, there's like way more characterization in the manga than there is in the games or the anime. Well, I mean, maybe not the anime. I mean, the anime obviously has like there's a lot more you can do in it, but the games are so bare bones when it comes to the
making her
characters.
far more engaging. The real twist, though,
I'm counting the Drowsy into the death counter. There's petals in his brain. Petals in his brain! Jesus Christ.
is the Eevee that can switch between evolutions. A sick concept, but shown with a darker twist, as it's the result of a disturbing experiment. This adds a great reason for Red to take action. Red bursts into the Celadon gym, and he's furious about what's been done to Eevee. Bill finds a book called Eevee Reconstruction, reading aloud that Eevee could be modified to change its forms, becoming a powerful weapon. Erica interrupts, applauding Red for bringing Eevee, and finally accepting his gym challenge. Red refuses, accusing her of using him to capture Eevee. Erica still sends out her team, so Red sends out his. Sora's Vine Whip is overpowered by Tangela's. Polly lands Double Slap on Bellsprout, but is taken out when the attack is mimicked. How does this happen?
What? Poliwrath lost to being double slapped by a Bellsprout? What?
And then Pika is last, who is slowed down by Vileplume's Petal Dance and Swords Dance combination. When Erica suggests putting Eevee out of its misery,
what?
Jesus Christ, that is dark.
What? What do you mean putting it out of its misery?
Pika learns Substitute to distract Vileplume,
Oh, nice. Sub's great.
while his real body protects Eevee. Erica then reveals that it was all a test. She's not a villain.
Aw, okay, that's good. It's a weird way to do a test, though.
She apologizes, explaining that she wanted to see if Red could protect others and would treat Eevee with compassion.
You don't even know this guy. He's just a random person that walked into your gym.
Eevee had actually escaped from Team Rocket, who experimented on it. With Eevee safely restored, Erica awards Red the Rainbow Badge, urging him to help in their fight against Team Rocket.
You need to go back and beat Surge. Even though you didn't really beat Surge the first time. He just kind of distracted him, so you got away. You need to go back and beat Surge now.
Later, as Red prepares to leave with Eevee, Bill warns him about being a target now. But Red doesn't care. And nearby, a sinister woman watches him.
Sabrina. Yo, she has a Kadabra. Kind of based. I've always said it. Put me hands up. Kadabra is one of the best psychic types out there. Maybe the best of all time. Better than Alakazam.
Now that was an interesting twist. We had every reason to think Erika was the villain, only to find out that she was actually an ally. It was a clever test for Red. And just as her loyalty cleared up, we learned that Sabrina is part of Team Rocket. A solid reveal that keeps building up their threat.
Wait, so there's like... Okay, so we know the legit gym leaders seem to be Brock, Misty, and Erika so far. I mean, it's not boding well. Like, the stronger gym leaders, stronger in terms of, like, the game's power usually, seem to be the corrupt ones.
With Erika testing Red...
I wonder what Blaine's going to be.
And emphasizing the ongoing battle against Team Rocket...
I feel like Blaine would also be part of Team Rocket, because he's, like, he's on Cinnabar Island, where the Pokemon Mansion is, where Mewtwo was made.
It shows how serious things are getting. This story is doing a fantastic job setting the stakes, and establishing Team Rocket's influence. Red eagerly enters the Fuchsia City Safari Zone, created by his robotic guides, Pidgeot 1 and 2. Following the zone's rules, he leaves his Pokemon behind and boards a raft where they'll take him through the water.
That looks fun.
Red spots lots of Pokemon, including 2 Nidoking locked in a fierce fight over a Nidoqueen. In the control room, the warden is satisfied that the guests are having a fun time, and assures the staff that the Pidgeot security system will keep everyone safe. Despite the rules, Red secretly brought a Pokeball, aiming to catch a Nidoking. He misses,
Come on, mate, you can't cheat.
Nidoqueen instead, which pisses off the Nidoking. They attack Red, destroying Pidgeot 2 and the raft.
You steal his wife? What the hell, man?
Leaving Red stranded on the shore. Pidgeot 1 scolds Red, but gives him a Safari Ball for protection. Nidoking appears and attacks again. Red tries the Safari Ball, but it fails. After throwing a rock...
Here, take this for your protection. It probably won't work.
Look at it, the Nidoking...
It's like giving you a gun that isn't loaded.
Only becomes angrier. As the rampage continues, Red gets exhausted and hurt by poison. Nidoking prepares to finish him off, but Pidgeot protects Red from the attack.
Pidgeot, no! Most heartbreaking death so far. Can we count that as a death? I think we should count that as a death.
Red then throws another rock at Nidoking, stabbing it in the eye, allowing him and Pidgeot to escape.
Oh no, never mind, Pidgeot's alive. Let's go, baby, let's go.
As night begins to fall, Red is then captured by a Victory Bell that swallows him whole.
Uh-oh. Well, rest in peace, and that's the end of the series, unfortunately.
That's all, folks.
Just kidding, this can't be the end. This chapter was intense, shifting from lighthearted fun to serious danger real quick. It really highlights how dangerous Pokemon can be, especially when you don't have one of your own to protect you. I guess Professor Oak truly meant it when he said that it's unsafe to go out in the tall grass, huh? The Safari Warden begins a search for Red, along with his Pokemon, and as this is happening, Red hangs on for dear life trying to not get digested by Victory Bell.
Ooh, that is terrifying.
It decides to spare him, however, wanting to save Red.
I thought he said spear him. I know he said spare him, but I heard spear him, and I was like, that's not good. Don't want to be getting speared, surely.
An evolution ritual, where the Victory Bell suck their prey's nutrients like in Perfect Cell. That's pretty messed up. Also,
oh, that's awful. Oh no. Oh my god. This poor bird.
like real animals.
Jesus Christ. I think we should add that to the death counter, even though it is like a real animal.
Using the items Red has on hand, Pidgeot comes up with a plan by disrupting their ritual with a Pokeflu, while Red distracts the Pokemon using a Pokédoll. Once freed, Red makes his escape, only to be confronted by Nidoking once again.
Uh-oh, he's back and his eyes still are sore.
Red uses the Victory Bell and Weeping Bell as his meat shield, allowing him to capture Victory Bell. Now that he has a Pokemon, he uses it in battle to take on Nidoking. After trapping it with vines and poisoning it with poison powder, Red is also able to catch Nidoking.
Damn, okay, this is a really successful visit to the Safari Zone. You got a Victory Bell and a Nidoking?
His celebration.
I want to see, Nidoking actually might have the most aura out of all the Gen 1 Pokemon. You see like the original Sugimori designs of Nidoking, he just looks so sick. And the saddest part about Nidoking is that he's not actually that good. Like, they should do a Mega Nidoqueen situation. They should give them something, because it is really sad. They are such cool and iconic mons, and they haven't really gotten anything since Generation 1. The most they have is Life Orb Sheer Force. But their stats are actually quite bad.
Action is cut short, however, by the swarm of Pokemon behind him. The next day, the Warden finds Red's cap, and to his surprise, Red appears, revealing he caught all the Pokemon who attacked him. Now that's a power move. This really shows how skilled Red is as a Pokemon trainer. Even without any Pokemon on hand, he cleverly found a way to catch one and then battled his way through every single threat. Although we don't get to see every capture, starting with Victory Bell and Nidoking was enough to show his talent. The reveal of his success at the end was also pretty funny. In Viridian City, locals mention how the gym remains closed since gym leader Giovanni went missing.
What? Oh, he's got the Vegeta hairline. I like it.
Meanwhile, Red and Giovanni emerge from Diglett's cave,
Wait, what? Oh, what?
carrying rocks that they hope might contain fossils.
Wait, did I miss something? What are they doing in a cave?
Red asks Giovanni if he's met him before, but Giovanni, claiming to just be a simple researcher, brushes it off. Impressed by Red's skills, he listens to Red brag about his victories against gym leaders and Team Rocket. Suddenly, they see the Pewter Museum on fire, caused by 2 wild Magmar. Red sends out Snore to block the flames, while he thinks of a plan. Giovanni watches, believing Red is just a naive kid. But Red's Sandshrew uses Sand Attack to put out the flames
There's a Sandshrew as well?
and circle around the Magmar to trap them. A
Guys, do you think that Giovanni is going to be in Team Rocket? I don't know. He might be one of the good ones.
smart move that surprises Giovanni. Beta Sandtomb anyone? Giovanni is impressed and decides to take out Red, but after seeing him show mercy on the Magmar, changes his mind and laughs. As they part ways, Giovanni gives Red a rock they found, which is actually an old amber.
Oh, he's going to get an Aerodactyl.
Once Red leaves, Giovanni uses Cloyster to kill the Magmar.
What the hell? No! Oh, that's sad. Oh, I mean, I guess they did cause like a big problem, didn't they? But still, that's a sad ending to the bag. Well, that's 2 more deaths for the counter, folks.
Revealing to the readers his true identity as Team Rocket's leader. Talk about dramatic irony. We know Giovanni's the leader behind Team Rocket, but Red is clueless. I love the reference to Chapter 2 where Red noticed Giovanni's statue at the Viridian Gym, hinting at this moment. This was such an awesome encounter. Giovanni plays it smart by befriending Red to keep his biggest threat close. It briefly gave us a look at a different side to Giovanni, while also showing how evil he is with how ruthlessly he killed those Magmar. It was a great introduction and makes the threat of Team Rocket all the more scarier. Using his item finder, Red searches
I thought he was holding a pistol. Yeah, the fact that the item finder works underwater is kind of crazy. Like, how do you even know that it's working? Is it like the vibrations? How do you feel the vibrations versus like the water's current?
for something in the sea of Route 19. In a flashback call with Professor Oak, we learned that Red taught HM Cut to Soar, Flash to Pika, and Strength to Snore. So all he's missing is Surf and Fly. He's hoping to find Surf in order to reach the Seafoam Islands and catch up to Blue. Just before he does though, a wild Dragonite appears.
Dragonite, let's go! I love Dragonite. Top 5 mons, definitely. Well, top 10, definitely top 10.
And knocks him out of the ocean. He comes up with a plan to distract Dragonite, using Pika to get its attention, and then attacks with Snore once it's out of the water. The plan seems to be working, but their combined weight breaks the boulders, sinking them to the ocean. Dragonite attacks Red, and although he dodges, it destroys the HM.
No!
A boulder then falls on Red's leg, trapping him underwater.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's pretty bad. Guys, things have just gotten a lot worse.
As Red begins to lose his breath, he's saved by a Gyarados and a mermaid.
What? Oh, Misty. Oh, it's Misty! Let's go! She's back. Why is she a mermaid?
He is then kept afloat by a Starmie, which Red is able to piece together as Misty's Pokemon. He commands Gyarados' Hyper Beam, and he has a fierce clash with Dragonite. And after its defeat, Misty reveals herself as Red's savior, giving him a thumbs up.
Come on, catch the Dragonite. Please catch the Dragonite. Come on.
Misty's return was awesome. She saved Red just when he needed her, showing off her total control of Gyarados now. Red's strategy to take on Dragonite was clever too, using Pika as bait as a nice nod to the fishing mechanic. It's a bit disappointing he didn't get to catch Dragonite after defeating it though.
No, that's so sad.
But still, the whole battle against Dragonite was enjoyable. The next chapter starts with Articuno flying over the Seafoam Islands, and Team Rocket on the hunt. Meanwhile, Red is learning to ride Misty's Gyarados
Unfortunately, Team Rocket can't fly, so how are they going to get up there?
across the sea. They reach Seafoam Island, but since the HM for Surf is broken, Misty gives him her Gyarados in exchange for his Krabby before she heads back to her gym duty.
Worst trade deal of all time, maybe ever, folks. We've got some terrible trade deficits with Misty. Or I guess Misty has some terrible trade deficits with Red. We're getting killed out there, folks. It's a terrible deal.
Red sets out to find Articuno, introducing his team to Gyarados.
The Krabby was shiny? Wait, what? Really? How could you even tell in the manga? Does it have sparkles coming off?
Gyarados. Polysaur and Pika are uneasy because of their previous bad experience with Gyarados at Mount Moon. Suddenly, Red is attacked by a Muck, but Gyara steps in to protect him. Red asks his team to help, but they hesitate. Just then, Team Rocket appears, having reached Articuno, who has encased itself in ice to stay safe.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
When Red tries to stop them, Gara is triggered by its past trauma with Team Rocket and loses control. As Muck goes after Gara, Articuno breaks out of the ice, and the grunts chase it. Red begs his team to save Gara. Eevee, relating to Gara's struggles, inspires the team to step in and rescue Gara. Articuno freezes Muck to protect Red before escaping, and then Gara
Thanks, Articuno. I know you don't know me, just know that I'm the good guy here, so really appreciate that. Thank you.
goes back to normal. Though Articuno gets away, Red is happy to see his team united to save Gara. This was a great introduction to Red's newest team member. After their earlier encounter, it's understandable that Red's Pokemon reacted the way they did. But I love that Eevee is the one that unites them, drawing from its own experience with Team Rocket. It's well written, and serves as a strong bonding moment for Red's Pokemon. This feels like the point where they're truly beginning to form into an iconic team. As Red arrives on Cinnabar Island,
But he's gonna have to give the Gyarados back, though.
he notices flames along the coast. He sees Team Rocket battling Blaine's Arcanine and Rapidash.
Yeah, let's go, Arcanine, making an appearance. Love that guy. That's my guy.
To spot Red, Team Rocket orders Gengar to attack him.
Dude, why does Gengar have the stance like he's gonna do a death, like Frieza's death ball? He's got that
I'll show you some beautiful fireworks.
kind of look. Jesus Christ.
And I'll destroy Planet Vegeta.
Blaine steps in, telling them to leave Red alone, but they threaten Red to make Blaine cooperate. Gengar attacks, but Red's Gyarados drives the grunts back, giving Blaine a chance to save him. Blaine admits that
Okay, oh, you know what? Blaine might be a good fella here. He's got the Dr. Eggman look, but that's all
he was
right.
once a Team Rocket scientist, but they're interrupted by a massive fireball. It's the legendary Moltres captured by Team Rocket.
What? How did they get Moltres?
It's revealed that Team Rocket caught Moltres in the Indigo Plateau,
Oh,
and
okay.
it won't stop attacking until its target is gone. Moltres attacks fiercely, leaving Blaine and Red overwhelmed. Blaine wishes they had a flying
Wait, they just gave it to a random grunt? Who's controlling the Moltres right now?
Pokemon to help, but then spots Red's old Amber. Urging Red to rush to his lab with Rapidash, Blaine and Gara continue fighting alone.
Yo, they're gonna get the Aerodactyl. It's so sick. Aerodactyl's really cool, honestly. It's quite underrated, I would say.
At the lab, Red revives the fossil, bringing Arrow the Aerodactyl to life. Arrow carries Red back to the battle, and they face off against Moltres.
Come waking up after a 50 million year sleepy deepy, and the first thing you have to do is fight a legendary. Guys, at least let me have my coffee first, am I right? Let me take a sip of my subs first. Kill Baz.
They're able to cripple its wing, forcing Team Rocket to retreat. Blaine thanks Red for his help, and leaves to face his past. The chapter ends with the reveal of Team Rocket's possession of all 3 legendary birds.
What? I thought the Arcanine got away.
This
I think I might miss that.
was intense. It's awesome to get a nod to the Game Corner chapter where Blaine cameoed in the Mewtwo project, now showing the aftermath of his choice to leave. The reveal of Moltres was also an insane twist, adding another powerhouse to Team Rocket. Ironically, Red and Blaine survived due to the old Amber Giovanni gave Red. Pretty wild. This is just a taste of what's coming though, with all 3 legendary birds setting up an even bigger battle. Also, how crazy
Yeah, they got all the legendaries and they got Mewtwo.
is it that so many Kanto
It's cooked, chat. There's nothing they can do.
gym leaders are tied to Team Rocket? Giovanni really runs this region. Props to Blaine for breaking free. Outside Saffron City, Green begs one of the guards to let her in, but she's turned away at the entrance. Meanwhile, Blue faces the same issue, but uses Charizard to fly to try to enter from above, noticing something unusual. Suddenly, he's noticed by Green.
Yeah, noticing something unusual. The 12-year-old girl that is just hanging onto the foot for her life of a Jigglypuff that is seemingly inflated its own skull.
Who's floating with her Jigglypuff. Wearing her Sylph Scope, she spots Blue and asks for his name.
That has to be the worst way to transport yourself through the air. Oh my god, I thought helicopters were bad and dangerous. Look at this.
Blue ignores her and has Charizard descend, but slams into an invisible barrier around the city. Green suggests teaming up, but Blue refuses and heads off to consult with Professor Oak. Back at Pallet Town, Red has returned and is eager to visit Professor Oak. He finds the town is unusually quiet though. At the lab, Red is relieved to see Professor Oak, but senses something's off. Professor Oak suddenly attacks him. Dodging in shock, Red
Oh no, it's evil Oak.
realizes this isn't the real Oak. He uses Soar's Vine Whip, but Oak breaks free and hits
What?
Soar with Psybeam. Red realizes it's a Pokemon, and after using Leech Seed, it's revealed as Kadabra.
Yo, Kadas, my goat! Yo, you're so strong. No wonder they were having such a bad time. No wonder they were struggling so much. Okay, chat, I need to pee really quickly. Enjoy these
Clips.
Megas are never going to come back. That's hypercopium. I'm sorry. They're just not going to come back. I'm sorry. They never bring back old features. Okay. They're bringing Megas back! It's risky. That's really risky. It's strong, but it's really risky. Wait, the Darmanitan is imposter! Oh no! Wait, I might lose this! No, I went first, I'm good! Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no, it's me! It's me! No, no! Hey, that was run number 12. So we caught Talo. I'm gonna name it Orpheus. We're in Wayward Cave. Oh, I hope I find a Gibble. I really hope it's... What? No! Wait, what? I was kidding! I was kidding! I was actually kidding! How did that happen? Genuinely? I don't know how that just happened. Want to see me land a dynamic punch? Want to see me land a dynamic punch? Sword's nice. You want to see me land a dynamic punch? You want to see me land a dynamic punch? That was pointless. He has amnesia. His special defense will skyrocket, making it very difficult to take this Pokemon down. There's simply no way around it. I must unleash my full potential. Terastallizing into a Psychic type and taking advantage of the special ability of Psyshock, which will allow me to take its physical defense into account when we attack it, as opposed to its special defense. I'm frozen. Fuck it. Never mind. Never mind, I guess. 1%, I think. 10 gifted if you catch it. I'm locking in, folks. I'm locking in. Ah! Never mind, it's dead. It's not over until it's over. We dodge. There's every chance. Right. What's this Kadabra up to then? What's this Kadabra doing then?
Taunts Red, telling him to come to Saffron City to save Oak and the townsfolk. She vanishes, leaving Red to wonder about her plan.
Damn, they destroyed that stuff. Banana! What the hell? Thank you so much to the 10 gifted members. That means we got 10 gifted, which means it's time to spin the wheel. See how many packs we get to open. Thank you very much, Banana, for the 10 gifted. Always thank your gifters. It's very important that you do. Where's the spin button? All right, how many packs? I have Pitch Black, 2 packs. 2 packs. Pitch Black. 2 packs. Pitch Black. Can I get a Mega Darkrai? I really, really want that. 2 packs. Pitch Black. Can I get a Mega Darkrai? I would really, really like that. Okay. That would be really sick. That would be really cool. I would really love that a lot. Okay, full cam. Here we go. 2 packs. Pitch Black. Here we go. Electrike, Sizzlipede, Jinx, we saw you. That Whalmer card's really cute, by the way. That art is really sick. Is that a Saka Ito? Asaka Ito. That's the name of the artist. Super good. Super talented. Slowbro. Misty. Lampoons, Mandibuzz, and Zarude. But then the second pack. Shieldon looking cute. Poltergeist looking great. Vullaby is a child. Vitality. And it's Wailord, Wailord, Wailord. All right. Nothing big there, but you know what? We have so many packs, though. So what could be waiting inside the rest of this booster box? Honestly, I have no idea. I want to rip Pitch Black until I pull Mega Darkrai. I know the chances are so low, but like, I kind of want to do it, you know? It would be so exciting if I did. So exciting. How many gifters to dye your hair a different color? I've literally never dyed my hair. I don't think there's any number. I genuinely don't think I ever would. I've never done it in my life. Thank you so much, Banana.
Blue then arrives on Charizard, showing a photo of Grunts in Saffron City, realizing their final battle with Team Rocket is about to begin. This was an excellent build-up to the showdown with Team Rocket. The manga's done
the final battle between our two forces is about to begin. On one side, we have 2 11-year-olds. On the other side, we have 4 out of the 8 gym leaders of the region, I believe, countless numbers of grunts, the elite of Team Rocket. We also have all the Pokemon that they own, and the 3 legendary birds, and Mewtwo. Who's gonna win?
Great job building up to this moment, and now there are real personal stakes for Red and Blue, with the people of Pallet Town in danger. I also like how Green has her own reasons for entering Saffron City, bringing all 3 protagonists into the conflict. This cliffhanger was so well done, and it really gets you excited.
Damn, yeah, you'd be like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
What's coming.
I'm here too, by the way, in case you forgot.
Next, the final volume begins as Red remembers the Pokemon he sent to Professor Oak. Checking the computer, he's shocked to find that Eevee is gone,
what?
while Blue's Pokemon haven't been touched. Blue suggests that Team Rocket targeted the lab because of Red's actions, scolding him for always trying to be the hero. Red gets mad and tries to throw hands, but Blue blocks it, telling him that he'll handle Team Rocket alone.
Damn, it's like a punch miss.
Red argues back, but Blue explains that Oak chose to set up his lab in the quiet place of Pallet Town because it's a pure place where Pokemon have been safe. And now, Team Rocket threatens that. Writing Charizard, Blue declares that he'll protect his home. Red calls Arrow, determined to protect Pallet Town too. In Saffron, Blue tries to break the barrier again. Red arrives and uses—
Yeah, how powerful is the Mr. Mime where you can put an entire barrier over a full city and also it's like really incredibly hard to break? I mean, surely, obviously, like this is multiple Mr. Mime, but you need like thousands of them for this, surely. Like a city's a really big place.
Hyper Beam, but it's useless. They spot each other, arguing over what to do. Meanwhile, Green is amused. Blue's Golduck scans the barrier and reveals it's made by a Mr. Mime.
One Mr. Mime. This is the strongest. I'm not kidding. This is the strongest Pokemon of all time. A city is so big, and to have a dome over it, that's so much square footage, and to have that dome completely resistant to, flamethrowers, hyper beams, etc. And have the same level of strength throughout the entirety of it. This is not, I'm not kidding, this is the strongest Pokemon of all time.
While Red uses Pika's substitute to get inside, but can't find the enemy, Green notices and helps the boys realize they should work together. So with Golduck's help, Pika is guided to Mr. Mime and strikes, breaking the barrier.
Damn. Oh my god, is he dead? What the fuck? What just happened? He just turned to dust.
Red cheers and chases after Blue as they race towards Silphco, where Lieutenant Surge awaits. This is a strong start to the final showdown with Team Rocket. It clearly shows what's at stake by highlighting how unique Pallet Town is compared to the rest of the Kanto region. You can really feel the pride Red and Blue have for their hometown. As for the teamwork in breaking the barrier, that was great. Each character played a role in solving the problem, setting up a clever way to show off their strengths when they work together. Red has creativity, Blue brings strategy, and Green's awareness and adaptability help the boys put aside their differences. At the Silphco building, Red barely catches up to Blue. Suddenly, a trap door opens under Red.
That seems like a terrible idea. To have a trap door in your corporate offices, that's just asking for a, what's it called? OSHA violation. Listen, there's regulations for a reason, guys. You are gonna get sued like crazy.
And as Blue tries to grab him, a shuriken stops him. Koga appears, laughing and praising Blue for breaking the
Oh my god, he's a ghost as well. Who killed him?
barrier. Blue quickly sends out Scyther to attack, but Koga's armor, made of a Grimer, blocks—
What? Ew. First off, gross, disgusting, smelly. Secondly, that Grimer is so glad it was a few centimeters to the left there. If it had been a little bit closer, would have gotten right in the eyes.
the attack and covers Scyther in blue. Koga mocks him, saying that without his Pokemon, he's just a normal kid. Meanwhile, Red is trapped in a room surrounded by electric barriers. Voltorb and Electro start attacking, and Red realizes it's Lieutenant Surge's doing. Lieutenant Surge appears,
Ah, well, now he has a chance to get the badge at least. Why are they wearing their mons?
strapped with electric Pokemon, and
Jesus Christ, he's got a Voltorb vest. He's gonna blow himself up.
fires an Electrode rifle,
What?
which is honestly pretty badass and hardcore.
Yeah, it's kind of sick, actually. It's a grenade rifle, basically.
Red asks why a gym leader would join
Except the grenades are sentient. Morally questionable, but you are a criminal who kills kids, so what can I say?
Team Rocket. Surge says he got nothing out of being one, and just craves real power, which is a bit shallow if you ask me. Pika lands an attack, but Surge's insulated clothes protect him, and Magnemite holds Red in place before unleashing an onslaught of Voltorbs and Electrodes, revealed to be powered by the legendary Zapdos.
I like how they just have these clips on it.
Back to Blue, he's being taunted by Koga, showing Red's struggle through his Golbat's vision. Blue and Scyther attempt to break free, but Koga's Ekans and Golbat stop them, injuring Blue as he falls, thinking of his grandfather. Koga smirks, noting that Red seems to be in just as much trouble. Team Rocket is ruthless in this chapter, showing no mercy to Red and Blue. They're clearly out for blood against these kids. It's interesting to learn that each room the Rocket admins are in is built to amplify their abilities, giving them a big advantage. This really makes it feel like a hopeless situation, leaving you wondering how our heroes will make it out alive.
It's all up to Green. What will she do to save the gang?
It is a bit disappointing though that the gym leader seems to be evil for the sake of it, but still, it's a fun twist on these familiar characters. Green sneaks into Silph Co to complete her own mission, and suddenly hears a loud gong sound, freezing her in her tracks. As she makes her way into the 3rd floor, she finds herself transported outside.
What? Sabrina? Must be Sabrina,
Sabrina
right?
appears from behind.
Yeah. Damn, I called that one.
Warning that psychic types will make her face her worst fears. Green sends out Blasty to attack, but Sabrina easily dodges by using Kadabra's teleport. Sabrina introduces herself as part of Team Rocket's triad, and brags about creating Saffron City's light screen. Using Psychic, Sabrina freezes Green and knocks down all of her Pokeballs. She taunts Green.
That's unfair. You're not allowed to do that. Come on. Come on, we have to have a fair 1-versus-1 fight here.
And viciously attacks Blasty, managing to break its shell.
No! Oh, that's why Kadabra's the GOAT. That's all I can say. This is the strongest Pokemon of all time.
It's brutal. However, Green sends out her real Blasty, revealing it was Ditto in disguise.
It was Ditto the whole time.
She then uses Horsey Smokescreen to blind Sabrina, and wearing her Silph Scope, Green now has the upper hand. Back to Red, he endures Lieutenant Surge's attack.
Jesus Christ, he's thrown the kid into an electrical net.
Finally managing to send out Soar. However, Zapdos absolutely cooks it. Red encourages Soar
Yeah, fair enough, honestly.
to stay strong and commands Razor Leaf.
When is Ivysaur going to evolve, by the way? I feel like this is an appropriate time. We got Blastoise, we got Charizard. Come on, Ivysaur. It's time to catch up a little bit. Technically, Ivysaur, you're supposed to evolve before them anyway. So you're a little bit behind me.
And Surge's insulated suit. This results in Surge's body taking the full power of Zapdos' electricity, knocking him out. Red then takes Surge's Thunder Badge and gloves before heading to the 2nd floor.
Oh, time you got that one. And gloves?
Where he sees Koga's Golbat about to strike Blue. We're not out of the woods yet, but this is a small turning point against the Team Rocket admins. Green shows how clever she is. Even with her being the weakest out of the 3 heroes, she uses her Pokemon well, taking advantage of Sabrina's underestimation. Also, if you look closely, the illusion room Sabrina created seems to be mirroring Johto's Ecruteak City, which is great foreshadowing for Gen 2. We'll learn more about that later.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds
As for
good.
Red, his cleverness shines as he defeats Lieutenant Surge in a unique way. I like Red's speech about friendship with Pokemon being more important than raw power, which is exactly why Surge's plan with Zapdos failed. Red sends out Polly to attack, but Koga counters with Golbat, sending them flying. Koga then has Grimer trap Red, deciding to finish off Blue, who's incapacitated. Koga aims for the kill.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this guy?
However, Blue's Pidgeot attacks Koga, stopping the blow.
He has an Ekans around his arm? Why are they all wearing them on? It's just so weird to me. I mean, it's pretty cool, though, to be fair. It makes the actual trainer character the threat because they get to use the power of the Pokemon by wearing them. But it does look a little goofy,
Koga
though.
is shocked, wondering how Blue survived a Razor Wind to the heart. Blue reveals that the attack was blocked by a pendant from his grandfather. Angered, Koga sends out Articuno and uses Blizzard.
It's just so weird that Koga has
Warns
Articuno.
Blue to stay back, threatening Red's life. Koga then reveals that Red's actions at Seafoam Island actually helped Team Rocket capture Articuno, since it used most of its energy to save Red. Articuno then uses Ice Beam on Red, and Koga explains how he controls Articuno through Team Rocket's gym badges. Articuno's attack starts to freeze the entire room, trapping both Red and Blue. Then, as Koga tries to leave, he's struck from behind. Red and Blue have escaped thanks to Charizard, who heated the room from the outside. Together, Red and Blue defeat Koga, and he drops his Soul Badge, which Blue picks up. Using Koga's Golbat, Blue locates Professor Oak in the basement. Just then, they hear Green screaming. Blue tosses the Soul Badge to Red, and they both run off in different directions.
Remember Koga said, use it! Okay, how do I use it? Does it have, like, buttons on it? I don't know. Just, maybe it'll just work for you. Just tell him what to do. I don't know.
This was another intense fight that gives more insights at Team Rocket's plan. The reveal of how they caught Articuno really shows how Red's actions unintentionally helped them, which must have been tough for him to accept. I also appreciate the method for them controlling the legendary Pokemons is explained. The power of the 4 gym badges makes it much easier to manage a strong Pokemon. It's a great callback to Chapter 4, where the power of gym badges was first mentioned. It's awesome to see a small detail.
It's funny that Pokemon would like even care about a badge at all. They're like, puny trader, you can't trade me. Oh, you have that little piece of metal? Oh, never mind. No, I actually, you can trade me all you like.
Like that play a big role in the story now. It makes total sense. Sabrina tracks Green, and she boasts that she's been a psychic since her childhood, allowing her to see clearly with her mind. Kadabra's psychic clears the smoke and immobilizes Green with Disable. Sabrina prepares to strike, however Green insults her fashion sense, causing Sabrina to attack.
True, I will admit that jumper's not it. Like the random gloves and the R on the outfit, like it's giving lame. It's giving idiot.
And then lose her focus for some reason, which allows Green to send out Clefairy and Jigglypuff. Okay, something's definitely off here. This is actually an infamous censorship change done to the English version of the manga. In the original version, Green insults Sabrina by flaunting her chest.
What?
Causing Sabrina to angrily rip Green's dress, revealing 2 hidden Pokeballs.
What, dude? What?
Clefairy and Jigglypuff use Growl and Sing to disrupt Sabrina's focus, allowing Green to grab the Marsh badge and make her escape. Red finds a strange
Okay, well, I'm glad they fixed her dress at least. Jeez, aren't they like 12?
device with 7 badge slots, and overhears Grunts calling it the Badge Energy Amplifier. As he inspects it, Sabrina enters, forcing him to hide. When she spots him, Red tries to attack, but Pika doesn't follow through. It's actually Green in disguise.
Ah, yes, of course.
Meanwhile, Blue rescues Professor Oak, who revealed that Team Rocket wanted him as Blaine's replacement.
Or YouTube channel is this is Zach Toshi.
Speaking of which,
They are a fantastic Pokemon content creator. They make a lot of videos based on the anime, mainly the anime. They've made videos based on the manga, but mainly the anime in the past. And they do, I would highly recommend. I definitely think you should subscribe to them.
we learned that Blaine actually gave Red the Volcano badge. Green trades Red her Marsh badge for his Moonstone, hinting that the amplifier boosts the Pokemon's power.
Oh my god, now you can evolve Jigglypuff.
But it's actually meant to create a whole new Pokemon. Sabrina catches them, and Red inserts the Marsh badge, but nothing happens. Green admits that she gave Red fake badges all along,
What? Come on.
escaping and leaving Red to face Sabrina.
Tee, sorry.
She summons Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Green then quickly replaces the fake badges, activating a glowing light that flies back to Sabrina. This chapter really showcases Green's strengths. She's clever, cunning, and uses her charm to outsmart her opponents. From exploiting Sabrina's insecurities, to scamming Red for the Moonstone when she gave him fake badges, this is classic Green, for better or for worse. Finding out Red's Boulder and Cascade badges were fake all along also makes so much sense, explaining why he struggled to control Blue's Pokemon back when they swapped in Celadon
She is so selfish.
City.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit of a callback. I wonder if they planned that the whole time. That he didn't have the gym badges, so they struggled to control them. I would just assume that they would be over the levels that those 2 gym badges would allow you to control, but I don't know.
He technically had no badges. That's such a fantastic detail.
I do wonder if they thought about that, or if it's just like a happy coincidence that happened.
As Silph Co burns, Team Rocket grunts try to escape. They're blocked, however, by the good gym leaders, Brock, Misty, and Erica, who planned this siege, putting their trust in Red and Blue. Inside, the amplifier merges Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres into an unholy fusion.
What? What? This happens? Oh my god, wait, this is where the original Infinite Fusion came from? I thought they made it up themselves. They genuinely merged them all together?
Zapmolkuno.
Oh my god, that's literally what it's called in Infinite Fusion. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize this was from the manga the entire time. Wow, how have I gone this entire time without
That's a
realizing
fan
that?
name, by the way. Green faints at the sight of it. Sabrina commences
It's canon? Okay, well, they have to do fusions as like a gimmick at some point. Surely. Come on, it's already canon. Like, this has already
the
happened.
fusion to attack, narrowly missing Red and blasting a hole in the wall. Sabrina reveals that Red's Eevee experiments helped create this fusion, saying Eevee is no longer useful. Red tries to attack with Soar, but he gets sent flying out the hole in the wall. Sabrina explains that they needed all the gym badges to combine the Pokemon, and used Red and Blue to collect them. As she attacks, Blue enters through the wall, reassuring Red.
Why would they need Red and Blue to collect them? They have most of the gym leaders on their side anyway. They could literally just go and challenge the other gym leaders and get the badges so easily.
That Palatown will be protected. They're easily outmatched, and as the legendary attacks, Red uses Green's Moonstone to evolve her Clefairy into Clefable,
Yippee!
who uses Metronome to unleash powerful attacks. The legendary Sky Attack overpowers, however, launching the trio
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen, if you evolve a Clefairy into Clefable and beat it with Metronome, I'm gonna call Mickey Mouse on this.
out of the building. Sabrina thinks she's won, but Soar's vines break their fall. Using Soar, Charizard, and Blastoise, they
Come on, man, it's time to evolve, mate.
fight
Surely.
back with a combined attack, causing Soar to evolve into Venusaur.
Yes! Oh, I knew he would eventually.
With one last push, they are able to win, separating the fusion, allowing the legendary birds to flee. And as Silph Co collapses, Red sees a suspicious person. The next day, Pallet Town citizens are safe. Team Rocket is captured, and Red notices Green is missing. She hides, expressing her irritation about Professor Oak's presence. Blue then leaves, telling Red he looks
She just doesn't like old
forward
men.
to challenging him at
She thinks they're
the
creepy.
Indigo Plateau. This was an awesome climax to the Team Rocket showdown.
Oh my god, poor Saffron City. First off, why do they have like Attack on Titan walls around the city? There's no Titans, mate. You're all right. You don't have to build protective walls. You're not gonna get sieged. Well, I guess technically they did siege in this, but like, you know, it would that you wouldn't think that would happen in the modern day
First,
and age.
let's talk about Zatmol Kuno. That
She kind of stole from him. That's true. That's true. Kind of need this. My mom kind of stole Squirtle.
fusion is such a wild and creative idea that only the manga could pull off. It's one of the reasons why I love this story, adding an original and huge challenge for the heroes. I also love how everything led up to Red, Blue, and Green working together to take it down. Swords Evolution was perfect timing, so now all the starters are fully evolved. It's funny because going through Silph Co in the games is kind of tedious and annoying, but the manga makes it high stakes, intense, and thrilling.
Yeah, this is way more interesting.
And yet, this wasn't truly the end for Team Rocket. The next chapter begins in a flashback,
Oh, Mewtwo's
where
out.
Team Rocket Lab explodes as Mewtwo escapes, leaving Blaine horrified. He wakes up and realizes it was just a nightmare. Feeling pain in his arm, he continues his journey towards Cerulean City. The next day, Bill tells Red about a beast that destroyed the northwest part of Cerulean City and retreated to Cerulean Cave. He warns Red not to underestimate this Pokemon, though Red is already set on finding it. Walking through the ruins, Red is stunned by the destruction. As
It's okay. He's already been to Silph Co. That's where you get the Master Ball
he
from.
reaches the cave, a powerful tornado blasts out, sweeping up Red and his Pokemon. Arrow tries to lift them out, but the tornado is too powerful, losing Red's Pokeballs in the
Yeah, and how is Aerodactyl supposed to lift 6 Pokemon and a child at the same
wind.
time?
Suddenly, Blaine appears, helping Red recapture all of his Pokemon and saves him with his Rapidash. He explains that the tornado is a Psywave, created by the powerful psychic Pokemon, Mewtwo. When Mewtwo appears, Blaine's arm painfully reacts. Blaine then reveals that he used his own cells to create Mewtwo.
What? What the hell? For the moment, I'm a living Mewtwo locator. Oh my god, is Blaine gonna
But their connection
die?
is slowly killing him. Blaine then protects Red by using Rapidash's flames and sets off alone to face Mewtwo and prevent further destruction. This was such a fascinating twist on Mewtwo's origin. I like the idea that Mew's genetic sample wasn't enough.
I added some human cells to the mix from my own arm.
So they mixed in
Holy.
some human DNA.
Alas, a backwash of renegade Mewtwo cells found the way into my arm. What, did you reuse the same syringe? What the hell are you doing? How is that even possible?
It definitely better explains why Mewtwo is more humanoid than Mew, and even more intelligent. The manga reaches new levels of sci-fi with Blaine's infected arm, acting as a tracker for Mewtwo. That's so cool.
Oh, he's melting. Oh my god.
This can be seen as an after effect of Team Rocket, so it's neat to see that Red is still having to clean up after their mess. Now,
It does explain why Mewtwo looks more like a
the
human.
greater threat of Mewtwo and Blaine's life on the line. Blaine and Rapidash charge head first towards the heart of the tornado, taking Mewtwo head on. As they collide, an explosion clears the tornado and Blaine falls to the ground. Red rushes to him, shocked to see Blaine has a Master Ball.
Ah, he does have
Blaine
one.
explains that Mewtwo had become so powerful that he couldn't get close enough to use it, so he tried a direct attack instead. Blaine then reflects on his past, sharing how he joined Team Rocket because of his scientific curiosity. He experimented on Pokemon, but Red's compassion changed him, making him ashamed of his actions. As Blaine passes out, Red's hat is knocked off. It's Mewtwo, who's ready to attack.
He
Red
knocked
sends
off
out
his hat.
Polly, but Mewtwo creates a Psychic Spoon to easily knock him back.
Okay.
A little bit stealing from Alakazam's steez, not gonna lie.
Blaine tells Red that Mewtwo's abilities adapt to any opponent,
A spoon? What kind of attack is that?
using the tornado for multiple enemies and the spoon for a single opponent.
What is this? Is this his Keyblade? He's summoned his spear. Any Shardblade enjoyers out there? Any Stormlight Archive readers? He's just summoned his Shardblade, except it's a spoon.
Red tries a group attack, causing Mewtwo to use the Sidewave Tornado. With Arrow's help, however, Red and Pika fly into the tornado. Mewtwo pushes them back, but Pika leaps off with the Master Ball and successfully captures Mewtwo.
Wait, Pikachu caught Mewtwo? Does that mean that Pikachu is Mewtwo's owner?
Red leaves Mewtwo with Blaine, hoping Mewtwo learns that not all humans are cruel. As Blaine's pain
I'm sure he'll learn that not all humans are cruel while he is trapped inside of this ball, unable to escape.
eases, he thinks of starting fresh with Mewtwo, inspired by Red's bond with his Pokemon. This has to be one of my favorite chapters from this saga. I loved getting more backstory for Blaine, and finding out that he was the one who experimented on Gara and Eevee. That was such an unexpected twist. It adds depth to the Moltres fight, where Gara actually trusted Blaine. It really shows how much Blaine has changed, and how Red's actions inspired that. Red's bond with his Pokemon touched Blaine deeply, even shifting his view on Mewtwo's potential purpose. This version of Blaine is way more interesting than any other adaptation, and Pika catching Mewtwo was so epic. Only Red could do something like that. In Viridian Forest, a young girl is lost when a Dratini suddenly jumps out to attack.
God, what is Dratini attacking for? Come on, guys. You're supposed to be so chill. Like, you're so cute, so chill. What are you
Red
doing?
arrives just in time to save her,
That is a really big Dratini.
using Sword's Vine Whip to defeat Dratini. The girl, amazed by Sword,
Please catch it and get a Dragonite, please.
wishes for a Pokemon of her own, so Red decides to help. He lends her Pika, and together they weaken a Rattata with Thundershock.
Yeah, you're not allowed the Dratini. Come on, Dratini's way too cool for you. You can't start with a Dratini. That'd be way too much of a leg up.
The girl successfully catches it, and Red explains that she's now responsible for her Pokemon. Suddenly, a group of wild Golem and Weezing surround them, but Red quickly throws down a Pokeball and they escape
What? Why are wild Golem and Weezing doing in the forest?
on Arrow, heading to Viridian City. In the city, the girl's friends warn her about strange Pokemon sightings in the forest. Curious, Red checks his Pokedex, which gets everyone's attention. Red shares his goal of becoming the ultimate Pokemon master, and learns that the Viridian gym leader, rumored to be unbeatable, left long ago. This piques Red's curiosity, so he decides to visit the gym. Before leaving, Red tells the girl that Pokemon are kind if raised with care, teaching her about the bond between trainer and Pokemon. He then rides Gara across a river to the gym. Inside, Red and Sora explore, and find a damaged bust of the gym leader. Suddenly, a mysterious man appears, saying he's been waiting for Red. This was a fascinating chapter, serving as the calm.
It's crazy that he just wasn't at Silphco at all. Like, that was the whole thing. Team Rocket was doing their whole thing. What was Giovanni doing during that? Was he just like having a little sleep? Was he a little sleepy?
Before the big final battle against Giovanni. I love how Red's conversation with the others piques his interest in checking out the gym. Exploring with Sora is such a full circle moment, as it's where their journey began. Back then, Red was inexperienced, but now he seems like a seasoned trainer thanks to everything he's been through. His interactions with the girl especially were wholesome, showing him as a mentor to this newbie trainer. This chapter is also a huge setup for the next saga, but we'll get to that in the future. Red demands to know who this mysterious man is. The man reminds Red of past encounters, like in Diglett's cave and the Silphco incident, helping Red realize this man is Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket and the Viridian City gym leader. Shocked that Giovanni was testing him all along,
Wasn't he there? I mean, he wasn't participating though. Like, you feel like you would participate. You like do something about it. If this is part of his personal plan, he would try and like make sure it actually comes to
Red
fruition.
prepares to fight. Giovanni assures him that he's alone, and drops all his Pokeballs to the floor as proof. Red sends out Polly, but Giovanni's cloister freezes him before he can attack, showing Giovanni's skill and speed. Real quick, can I just say how terrible Polly's luck has been going first? I swear he gets one-shotted like every time. Giovanni remarks that most trainers focus only on commanding Pokemon and not their own abilities. He challenges Red to a battle.
But Giovanni's ripped.
If Red wins, Giovanni will accept defeat. If Red loses, he must join Team Rocket. Red boldly places—
I never understood this thing of like having the punishment being that you join their side. Like, you have no motivation whatsoever not to work against them from within. Like, it's not just going to be like, all right, I join your side. Now I believe in your ideology and I'm thoroughly convinced. And now I'm going to wholeheartedly with my full pussy go forward and try and do everything that you want. Really, I'm not going to work against you. I'm not going to try and silently sabotage or even not silently sabotage you from the inside. No, I swear.
his Pokeballs on the floor, accepting the challenge. They both rush to grab their Pokeballs, with Red sending out Snore. Giovanni's Nidoqueen counters, throwing Snore through the wall. Giovanni then switches to Golem, which bounces around the gym, forcing Red to dodge. Red realizes Golem is targeting his moves, so he tricks it into going outside to face Snore. Golem shatters, but uses Rock Throw and then Explosion. Suddenly, Giovanni's beat.
Does that count as a death? It looked like it's dead. The moment you pick Snorlax, I chose Explosion for my final attack, but Explosion can't be used indoors. Well, I mean, you could. It's just a bit risky.
Beedrill presses its stinger on Red's neck.
Whoa! Hey, this is why I'm so scared of Beedrills. This is ridiculous. If I was in the Pokemon world, this thing would kill me instantly.
But Red secretly slides a Pokeball under his foot and summons Arrow from behind. What an intense start. I love the way Giovanni's true identity is revealed to Red. It's definitely a shock to him, especially since Giovanni seemed like a good guy before. Now this battle is on a whole nother level. We've seen this from adventure battles before, but this one truly emphasizes the active role trainers play. Adding Pokeball throwing speed as a factor brings an insane twist to the fight beyond just strategy. Giovanni, a grown-ass mafia boss, is using his experience and physical advantage to give Red his toughest challenge yet. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Luckily, Red always finds clever ways to stay in the game. Using Arrow, Red flies into the air and uses Hyper Beam to defeat Giovanni's Beedrill.
Oh, dude, it actually looks like he is launching a Hyper Beam himself. It kind of looks like he's using a beam from his own hands.
To defeat Giovanni's Beedrill. But Giovanni disappears, and the gym starts to collapse.
Oh my god, he's vaporized. We did it. We won.
Red rescues Polly, but a falling rock strikes him on the way out. Red sees Giovanni's Nidoking and realizes its earthquake caused the gym's destruction. Giovanni, with his strongest team, praises Red for forcing him to battle seriously. Red calls on Arrow.
I've had to use my final form.
But Giovanni's Rhyhorn defeats it with Tail Whip and traps Red with...
Why does he have a Rhyhorn? What are we doing here? You could easily have a Rhydon. Like, all the grunts in the front... For some reason, all the Team Rocket grunts have a Rhydon, but you don't? What's going on?
Fissure. Okay, how the heck does a Pokemon go down to a Tail Whip like that? Come on, Red. Giovanni then reveals himself as a Ground-type master and the most powerful gym leader. Seeing two of his Pokeballs, Red tries to grab them, but Giovanni's Duck Trio uses Dig to damage the Pokeballs. Giovanni then
Wait, wouldn't that, like... Surely that's gonna cause some issues, right? Damaging the balls?
Continues by explaining his plan to create an army of savage Pokemon and how he's controlled each place Red has visited. Determined not to lose, Red grabs Pika, his final Pokemon. Giovanni predicts Pika's Thunderbolt will take 5 seconds, enough time for him to strike with Nidoqueen. But Pika surprises him by attacking faster than expected. Red reveals he had Pika charge Thunderbolts inside the Pokeball, and used Lieutenant Surge's electro-proof gloves to handle it, turning
Oh, that's cool. Also, they can just do that.
Giovanni's own tech against
Damn, that's kind of sick, though. That's why he stole the gloves before.
him. As Giovanni falls, Red says that his true downfall was the pain he caused Pokemon before passing out. Later, Red wakes up in a medical center. The young girl he helped mentions the townspeople calming the wild Pokemon of the forest, and then suggests Red should become Viridian's gym leader. Red is flattered, but decides to continue his journey, promising to return when he's ready to be the best gym leader ever. This was the true epic finale against Team
What? I thought.
Rocket.
Wait. There's still time. There's still 5 minutes left. I was gonna say, is the Indigo Plateau
Giovanni
in
proves
this?
to be a dangerous opponent, destroying his own gym, using Fissure to trap Red, and even breaking Red's Pokeballs to limit his options. Red was at a huge disadvantage, especially since Giovanni pulled up with a team of 8 Pokemon.
Yeah, that's insane. Cheating a little bit, are we, Giovanni?
Polo who? Giovanni's scheme to release savage Pokemon in Viridian Forest was a shocking twist.
Oh, that's why there were fully evolved Pokemon that were charging and attacking the kids.
And it's poetic that
He had released them, like Golem. Why was there a Golem in there? Why was there a Weezing in there? Because that was his plan. Now it makes sense.
Pika, a Pokemon originally from that forest, defeated him. This could even explain why Pika was in Pewter City. Maybe he migrated due to the savage Pokemon that didn't belong there. If this is true, it makes Pika's victory even more of a full circle moment. The Indigo
That Pikachu is so cute. Oh, Indigo Plateau time!
Championships is underway. After defeating his opponent, Red advances to the semifinals, along with Blue. What is this, the Kalos League? Blue mentions that every past league
We're in the semifinals. Way, it's coming home.
champion has come from Pallet Town, building excitement for a potential
The Pokemon League's coming home.
final match between them. Red then notices Green, who attempts charming a fisherman for a trade. She also reached the
Did she just try a charm with a Weedle? Did she just whip out her Weedle?
Semifinals, surprising Red as he learns that she's for Pallet Town too. Bill then arrives to spectate and reveals that Red will be facing Blue in the semifinals, crushing.
Wait, who's okay? Dude, poor this guy. Gets speech bubbled. He got Mike Wazowski'd.
His hopes for a final showdown. Meanwhile, Green battles Dr.
It's Professor Oink.
O, and her Jiggly struggles against Spearow's attacks. Red suggests an aerial battle, but Green admits she has no flying Pokemon. Dr. O reveals his flying type team, showing he knew her weakness. Dr. O then taunts Green about stealing, making her wonder who he really is. Using Disable, she switches to Blasty, and uses Hydro Pump to launch herself into the air. Spearow counters with
Why is she launching herself into the air?
Spearow move, knocking her down. As Spearow approaches, Green's fear of flying types becomes clear. Dr. O then shares that she was once abducted by a legendary Pokemon, and later stole his Squirtle.
Oh, is that why she never had one? Is that why she uses Jigglypuff to fly around? Because she's scared of flying types?
Dr. O is revealed to be Professor Oak.
What? No! Oh, what? Well, they could have had some, like, breadcrumbs that would, like, you know, lead people into thinking it. I mean, how was anyone supposed to guess that? Jeez. That came out of nowhere.
With one more mirror move, Green is defeated. She then explains that she wanted to go on a journey just like the other kids from Pallet Town. Moved by her story, Professor Oak forgives her, giving her a Pokedex and calling her the third trainer from Pallet Town. Oak later withdraws from the tournament, making Red and Blue's match the championship final. Since the league went the tournament route like the anime, it's disappointing that so much of it was skipped. It would have been awesome to see Red's entire team in action, so overall, this league portion feels weak in execution. However, as a Green-focused chapter, this was excellent. I love how the battle with Dr. O exposes Green's past by exploiting her fear of flying types. The silhouette of the legendary bird, that being Ho-Oh, hints at Johto, and foreshadows a fleshed out backstory for future sagas, which is super exciting. Learning that Green grew up in an unknown land also shows that she had a rough childhood, likely forcing her to rely on trickery to become a trainer. Her fear of birds even explains why she doesn't use flying types, and why she passed out at the sight of Zapdos Kuno. But now
I mean, okay, to be fair, yeah, put my hands up, I would also pass out. I don't have any kind of fear of birds, okay? I've never been abducted by a legendary Pokemon yet, but if I saw 3 legendaries fused together into one horrific amalgamation, disgusting, horrible creature, I don't know, maybe I would faint.
Now, it's time for the long-anticipated match between Red and Blue.
Who's gonna win?
Red starts with Soar, while Blue uses Charizard.
Ooh, that's a bad lead from Red.
Blue mocks Red's choice, but Red surprises him with a poison powder, showing that he's not intimidated. He pushes back with
Nah, he's not intimidated because Charizard doesn't get intimidated as his ability. I mean, unless you randomize
Razor
it.
Leaf, and then switches into Snore. Blue quickly counters with Machamp, whose 4 arms block Snore's attacks. Machamp is able to juggle Snore, and slams him.
That's insane, considering how huge that Snorlax was. That's crazy. Unless it actually is hollow on the inside.
To the ground, breaking the arena floor. As Blue prepares to attack, Red uses Harden in hopes of hurting Machamp.
What? Harden? Since when can he do that?
Blue sees this coming, however, and has Machamp strike the ground, launching Snore into the sky. It seems like Snore—
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, he sees it coming, obviously. Yeah, of course he would see it coming. Why wouldn't you see Harden coming from a Snorlax?
is out of bounds. However, he comes back with a devastating double edge to defeat Machamp. Blue then uses Ninetales, while Red recalls Snore. As he plans his next move, the Elite Four can be seen watching their battle. Blue expects Gara or Arrow to be next. However, Red sends out Polly.
Yeah, all right, Poliwrath, let's actually get a KO, please.
Who immediately gets caught in Fire Blast and is launched to the ceiling.
Oh.
The Polly bad luck continues, huh?
Dude, this is why this Poliwrath cannot catch a break. This is why he's losing constantly. He's like the #1 jobber. He's like the Vegeta of the Pokemon manga.
Same goes for Pika, by the way. Blue then switches to Charizard, and Red sends out Soar, hoping to finish with the Pokemon Professor Oak gave them. Red uses a creative combination of Polly's water, Pika's electricity, and Soar's Vine Whip to create a thundercloud inside the stadium.
Oh.
Lightning strikes Charizard through Soar's Vine, delivering a powerful attack.
What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. We're getting on Thunder Armor for being like a Mickey Mouse maneuver, and they just did that?
As the smoke clears, both Red and Blue's Pokemon are barely standing, but Blue and Charizard collapse first, making Red the champion.
Let's go! We did it!
The crowd
somehow
cheers as he thanks his Pokemon before collapsing himself. At the award ceremony, the 3 Pallet Town trainers, Red,
Dude, Green is trying to get an endorsement. She's trying to get sponsorships.
Blue, and Green stand together, celebrating their journey. and outside the stadium, Mew watches them before flying away. Despite the league being rushed, this was an epic ending to the Red, Blue, and Green arc. Beyond the intense action, this battle shows just how much Red and Blue have grown. Red, once hot-headed, is now calm and thoughtful, making smarter choices in the heat of battle, while Blue, who was once prideful and arrogant, has learned to adapt and show empathy towards his Pokemon. What makes this change so special is that they've influenced each other, learning and growing from their rivalry. In the end though, Red's clever strategy, combining his first 3 Pokemon's abilities, leads him to victory. It is such a satisfying conclusion to Red's journey to the top, where now he can stand proudly as the strongest Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, honestly, that was fantastic. I'm shocked that people don't talk about this more, but that was a really, really, really good story. And that was the cut down version I get in an hour. But like, it was a great video from Zach. I would highly recommend you go subscribe to Zach. Please do. Links in the description. And if you're looking for some background noise, my Twitch.tv channel is now a 24/7 live stream of all my best videos, and you can get it by clicking the link in the description. Go to my Twitch.tv/Patterrz, because I only stream on YouTube now, so this is just always on. If you're looking for something to sleep to or something to have on in the background, that is there as well. All right, gang, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you did enjoy that. That was great. I thought that was fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Great. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I will see all of you a little bit later. Thank you, and a big thank you to Banana for the 10 gifted, and Quinn Elderberry for the gifted membership as well. Thank you very much indeed. All right, I'll see you guys later. Actually, I'll leave you with the Twitch channel if you're looking for some more background noise. There you go right there. All right, see you guys.